Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Today we've got episode 5 of Descent into Avernus. When we last left our adventurers, they had just emerged from the catacombs underneath Candlekeep, the greatest library in the known world. And a lot of stuff happened down there. And the last thing that happened is the party went into the hearth and got a room and took a long rest. So they are now rested up and ready to go. And with that, I think we can just jump right in it. So you guys wake up from the hearth, and you've got an appointment with Silvira, basically. Like, you know, you were supposed to go see her after you came up, but you were desperately in need of a rest, so you've done that. So you all wake up, you get your things together. I'm going to give you a chance to do whatever you want. Like if you wanted to say, I did this at night, you can redo your spells. You know, you don't have to tell me what spells you have. You guys are tracking those. But yeah, so I'm going to go to you each one at a time. And then when you're ready, you can decide to start interacting. So Jake, tell me what's going on with Raxlor.
I woke up, memorized my spells, and I'm ready to go. And I have a bunch of treasure that I need to go sell before we move on. It's weighing me down, and I'm just like nervous carrying this much expensive equipment with me. So before we go see Elvira, I'm going to go find a shop that'll take all these art goods.
Awesome. All right. And next I'm going to go to Zoe. I think I'll just kind of try to keep consistent orders. I don't know if this is how it'll be, but yeah, let's do Zoe next.
I kind of want to just kind of meander around the town for a couple minutes. Maybe go visit that bathhouse. Yeah, I'm going to go see that bathhouse.
Cool. All right, and Damien, Damien, I'm going to be running as an NPC. But so I'm just going to kind of have her quietly tag along with the group, like Ray and the rest. So I'm going to try to not do much like in the way of role play with her. So, so Scree, what did you do, and what are your plans, and how are you when you guys, what's your deal? Yeah.
Well, I healed up and patched up all my wounds and stuff throughout the night, and I want to go to the bathhouse with Zoe because it looks so fun.
Yeah, casting all those spells has gotten me worn down. I need a good massage and steam to loosen up the muscles.
Ooh, that sounds right, just about right now.
Cool. All right, so you guys are basically checking out of the House of Rest. You still see that ogre with the headband of intellect sitting over in the hearth. It looks like he left for the night. He's kind of like in a different space now, but he's there. But otherwise, not a whole lot going on in here. Let me see. You guys are going to the bathhouse. Jake, you're interested in selling things. Does Raxlor want to ask like the innkeeper about where you could sell stuff at? Do you want to get information?
That's a good idea. Rather than wandering around a huge city, he'll go up to the innkeeper and ask him where a good place to pawn some jewelry and such would be.
Okay. Yeah, so he's going to tell you, so here in this is kind of the public area of Candlekeep, the Court of Air. There's a few places that you could kind of shop at. There's the Binder, but they're mostly buying and selling like books, spell books, copying books, things like that. There's the Erudite Outfitters and Clothiers, which are, you can buy or mend robes. Let me see what else. And then you've got the smithy and the stables. So you could try, what is it, like art and stuff? There's also a Temple of Ogma. And that's not generally, like, they're not a merchant, but if you've got nice art, they might be interested in it. So I would say the smithy, the outfitters, the Temple of Ogma are probably your best bets for selling art.
Okay, I'll go to the let's start with the bookshop, the Binders. Is that their name?
Yes.
I would like to find my way to the Binders.
Okay, cool.
I thank the innkeep for his information and tip him a silver piece. Say, buy or something, sell something nice, sweet cheeks.
Cool. All right, he takes your tips. Takes your tip. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, he does.
Sorry. Okay, so hold on. Did someone knock at my door? Come in. What's going on? Okay, here, you can use my phone. Oh, well, no, I'll just... Hey, Jake, could you tell Mom that Noah's ready to go home?
Yeah, bear back.
Okay. Bye.
All right, she'll be there in a little bit.
Cool, thanks. Okay, so you guys all get together. Let me see. Who is it? Fallister. Okay, so the characters that you have with you are... Oh, hold on a second. I just realized I don't have my stream playing. Visit channel. Okay. 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 Sorry, I have to set that up. Sorry for being so distracted. Okay, so we've got Fallister, the spy, who you rescued from the dungeon. We have Rhea, the Hell Rider, the refugee from Elturel, and we have Lulu, the Hollyphant. So you all, so Rhea and Fallister say that they are going to hang out at the hearth, that you guys can go and finish your business, and that when you're ready to go see Silvira, to come get them so you guys can all go together.
I have some books I can sell too, though, real fast.
Okay, do what real fast? Did you say AFK?
I have some books that I want to sell before we get going.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to go to the Steam House first, so let me go sell them real quick.
Okay. Are you selling or are you doing the Steam House first?
I was going to go to the Steam House first.
Okay, cool. So, you guys, sorry, let me zoom in. Okay, so Scree and Zoe are going to, so you go into the Bath and Steam House, you approach the building. It is made of nice, white, clean marble, with an ornate blue roof. You ask for admittance, and they say, certainly, all guests of Candlekeep are welcome in the bathhouse. And you walk in, and there are hot saunas, and there are massage parlors, and you guys pretty much hang out there for a short period of time, and you just kind of like relax, get cleaned up, have a sauna, rub down, all that stuff. They clean your gear while you're there. You leave your armor and things at the front desk. So it's going to take about an hour to do that all. If you want to, do that. Raxlor, you head over to the house. Cool. So Raxlor, while they're doing that, you head to the house of the binder. So we'll do your selling stuff, and then they basically come in like right after you. Okay. So you go into the house of the binder, and is there a name for a guy? So you walk in, and someone greets you, and yeah, sorry, I don't actually have a name for guy working at the binder, and I'm not going to roll it. So you walk in and you talk to the people there, and you're interested in selling some objects. You can go ahead and talk to him if you want. I'll just do a random NPC.
I am presenting them with this book, Last Charge of the Hell Riders. I believe it's a first edition copy, and it's a pretty mint condition. I just want to see what they think it's worth, and if they're willing to take it off my hands for a reasonable price.
Great. So he says, "Oh, thank you. We're always happy to look at books. I'll definitely have to check with the first reader and see if this is something that we have. Let's see, Last Charge of the Hell Riders. Now I know this story. I'm not sure if there's anything new in here." He opens the book like to start flipping through it, and when he does, he kind of like cocks his head, and he's like, "This book is hollowed," and he holds it toward you, and the inside of the book has been hollowed out, and there's a key in there.
I say, "Oh, right, that's the wrong one. I must have left my other book at home. I'll take that back."
Oh, certainly. I want to be careful with that key. It looks like it goes to some kind of
chest,
rusty padlock or something. No, more like
I'm sure it wasn't
maybe.
anything important.
Probably like
I'm sure it wasn't anything important.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
It's
probably
a small enough
important.
key that someone probably could have broken the lock and not even realize the key was available.
Yeah, probably. All right, well, guess this is worthless, but I'll hold on to it. Thanks.
Sure. Yeah. Do you have anything else for me to look at? I might be interested in buying some things.
Do you have any books on you have any books on Avernus here?
So this, he says, he says, "Oh, certainly there are plenty of books, but those are going to be housed in the grand library. Now what we do here in the House of the Binder is for a fee of 100 gold, we are happy to copy any book that you bring to us. Copying of full books in Candlekeep from the library, if you attempt to copy it yourself, then it will in fact disintegrate and will refuse to copy. And you also cannot check anything out of Candlekeep, but if you bring me a tome that you check out, I will scribe you a copy for 100 gold.
Oh, okay. Well, that is good to know. Thank you. I do have some other stuff here. I wasn't really thinking about selling it to you, but I mean, if you're willing to pay, and I take out my backpack and I start pulling out random things that I have written on my character sheet and with gold values next to them.
Oh, he happily buys all those from you. He says, "Oh, that's great." He says, "This is not normally the work that we do, but I'm always happy to build up my library for sale." And yeah, these are definitely, most of these books are fairly low value. I'll give you 5 gold a piece, but these
books?
few here, these actually are first editions. You don't have that you had books?
No, I've got jewelry.
Oh, I thought someone took a whole bunch of first edition books from
that's Zach.
Yeah, I have like 215 books.
Nice.
A lot.
Okay, he says, "Oh yeah, I'm happy to buy books if you know anyone that has them." Okay, but what
jewelry?
Jewelry. Yeah, he'll buy jewelry.
Jewelry and art pieces. Okay.
Yeah, he'll buy them all at the value that they're listed at.
Okay, I've got a wooden electrum jewelry box for 75 gold, a silver and lapis hairbrush for 100 gold, a pearl necklace for 250, 6 bottles of perfume for 120 total, and a 25 gold piece, quote unquote, art object. Which I guess you didn't decide to tell me what it was at the time. You're like, it's an art object, it's worth 25 gold.
Art object. The art of this object is just, it's just unimaginable. Yeah, he buys it all. Go away, Darlene. Oh my god. Hey, Willow, can you let Darlene out? Go.
Sure.
Go, Ween. Okay, so he buys all this. He buys all the stuff at cost. Sorry, hold on. Go.
Okay, I walk out with my sack of gold pieces and I say, "Oh, by the way, do you know any? I was kind of looking for a jewelry store, but the innkeep wasn't too much help. Do you know anywhere where I could get like jewelry or gems or anything like that? Like high quality gems?"
Sorry, I'm back now. High quality gems. You could check with the smithy or the outfitters. Probably either one of them would have some. What sort of gems are you looking for? Like for spell reagents?
Yep, I'm specifically looking for a diamond, but it has to be at least worth 300 pieces of gold.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have anything like that. Certainly. I would check with the erudite outfitters. They would probably be willing to buy something like that. They love to put jewelry on their fancy clothes and stuff.
Thank you. I will head over there then, and I leave the building.
Cool. Do you want to do the outfitters now? Let's just finish. Let's just do you, and then we'll do Zach, and then Willow. So you go.
We can just. I just want to buy a 300 gold diamond for Revivify.
Okay.
If there's any important roleplay, we can do it, but that's fine.
No, but his name is Feldmar Bissett III, a human acolyte of Gond, an expert tailor and sericulture hobbyist. He and his family fashioned a place among the avowed, crafting robes and other garments upon request. So, the House of the Binder is all this stuff about the house, but nothing about the guy working there. But Feldmar, man, he'll tell you his whole life story if you want, but it's not really worth it.
Well, good.
So,
he tells me all that. We have a chat. I ask him about his building, about his family, about his business. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And he's like, oh yeah. And I say, so do you have any? I'm looking specifically for some gems. Do you have any diamonds here that you're looking to sell? It has to be at least worth 300 gold. But
oh, certainly, that's something I would have. All of the avowed are outfitted by us, and they only wear the best clothes, especially those master state sages. A bit stuck up, if you ask me. Let me see here. So he's kind of digging through his drawer. Here's a gem dilly. This one here, I'd say this one's about, and he puts it on his scale, and he kind of weighs it out, and he goes, this one is 300, or I'm sorry, what's your minimum, 300?
300.
300. 350. For this diamond.
I don't want that diamond.
Oh, good.
I want a different one. That's 300 gold.
Okay, well, hold on. So he's digging through his jewelry, and he goes, okay, this one looks about 300. Puts it on the scale, 275.
I say, how about I pay you 325 for the other one, and I promise that I'll come back to you next time I need another diamond.
Oh, I don't know. I was already selling it to you at cost, but you know what? Make a persuasion check. You did sit there and chat him up, so he is willing to haggle, but I'm going to need a check. Persuasion's fine.
15.
Yeah, he's happy to do that deal. You're an old friend, he feels like. He tells you come back anytime, and he'll hook you up. He asks if you need anything else.
I say, actually, yeah, I was going to go check out the smithy. I figured he'd have some, but you might use it for, embellishments. Do you have any powdered silver here, by chance?
Powdered silver? Let me check. Oh, you know what? I think I might have that in the back with the magic components. Give me just a moment. He goes to the back, and he comes back out. Oh, you're in luck. I've got a pouch of powdered silver right about here, and I'll even sell it to you at cost. Whatever that is. Look it up yourself.
Good. Well, I need 25 gold worth to craft a holy water, but also I use it for other spells, so I'll round up to an even 30 if you want to sell me 30 gold worth.
Yeah, sure. So he weighs out 30 gold worth. He's actually got 100 gold worth in this pouch that he found, so he can sell you up to that. But he weighs out...
Well, I'll definitely come back to you next time I need somewhere. If you need some holy water crafted, bless your business. I will exchange the silver at cost as well, but not right now. I need my spell slots, so kind of.
Certainly.
I'm on the
run. He weighs out 30 gold worth of silver powder and hands it to you.
All right. I purchase it and I say thank you. Come again.
Cool. And now you're heading back to the hearth to wait for the party?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay, Zoe. You finish the bathhouse. You're all nice and rested up, and you head to the binders. Is that to sell your books?
Yes.
Awesome.
All right, so I want to head to, and I'm like, oh, and then I go to that place where Jake bought that gem, and I'm like, hey, look, I have this diamond here. I'll sell it to you. It costs for $350. Then buy it back for $300. Okay, but seriously though, he's like, I don't know how I feel about this. I want to go sell my. I have 179 books worth 5 gold each, and 25 books worth 35 gold each. I'd like to sell as many of them as I can, unless any of them look to be extra special and useful that I might want to keep.
They're just about kind of random things, you know. I mean, some are stories and myths. Some is like, you know, history, or maybe books about, you know, gym crafting and things like that. Gardening, longevity, transformative curses. You know, nothing that seems super relevant to the mission you're about to go on. And he is happy to buy them all. He likes to stock up his little like used book collection. And he pays you that cost for all of them. So you can add it up.
I would like to hang on to one. I want to hang on to one of the books, and it'll be toilet paper when we're down in hell. Nobody else thinks that.
Okay. Great.
I said all but one.
Okay, so keep that one book, toilet paper book. Oh, and you have the Scrivener's Tale book, right?
That's what that says. I totally mistyped it on my character sheet, and it's like my fingers were off to the left too far or something when I typed it.
So
but yes, I have that.
So as you're pulling out the books, you kind of like pull out that one, and he goes, "Whoa, I'm not interested in that one. There's some kind of an air of side quest to that. I would not want to purchase it. You might want to have some expert look at that or something."
Okay. In that case, do you know what type of expert I should go and talk to? Is there somebody at this town that knows that type of stuff?
Oh, well, I don't see how you could get an audience with them, but the experts around here are the great readers, the 8 master sages of the of Candlekeep. Yes, I think something like this. I think this would be, let's see, you could try talking to Sage Avonmore, because he's a priest of Ogma and has knowledge of the divine. Or maybe you could talk to Sage of Osti, because he is an archmage and his expertise is magic items, curses, and the weave. Or
what were their names again?
Can you tell me which those two names? Yes, Avonmore is a master sage of Ogma. His specialty is the divine, gods and nature of the divine. Or possibly Avosti, Ahvoste. He's an archmage and specializes in magical items, curses, and the weave in general. But I don't know, maybe any of the great readers could give you some information, because that's kind of their thing.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that, then. I appreciate the help. You have yourself a wonderful day.
Yes, thank you very much. Did you have anything else to sell?
I don't. That's literally all I got was I kept collecting books. It's like you guys were fighting, and I was going through one room behind, with my bag, just putting my arm on the shelf, watching them slide off. Yeah, that's all I have.
Great. Willow, do you have treasure that does Scree have treasure that he wants to sell, or any shopping or anything that you want to do?
No, I don't have any treasure in particular. I didn't take any of the books or anything. All I have is spell scrolls and like magic items that I really want to keep those.
Cool.
So no, I'm good.
Okay, great. God. Okay. Sorry, Zach. I didn't read up on your book. that much. But I actually kind of stumble into accurate information. So yeah, that's good. I'm okay there. So Scree, you're not doing anything. You're good. You look through your items. You don't have anything that you want to buy or sell.
Nope, not really. I'm perfectly fine.
Okay, cool. Okay, so are you gonna head back to the hearth? Do you go back and meet up at the party and everything?
Yep.
Okay. So you're all you meet up in the hearth, and the rest of the party is there. You've all finished selling and everything. And so you get up and exit the House of Rest. And you begin walking across the white sand of the Court of Air, or pebbles, or whatever this is. And you begin heading toward the Emerald Door. And you can see that to the left of where you are. And actually, I have a picture. Oh, okay. And as you're walking across the Court of Air, you see... What's the picture? You see a short guy approach you. I don't have an image for this. It's in the book. Okay. You see... a short dwarf with white hair and a beard. He's wearing kind of an ornate smock, and it's got like little pins and brushes and stuff like that in it. He looks like possibly one of the Avowed that you've heard about, the few hundred librarians that that work here, possibly a little higher than just like a bottom rank guy. And he approaches Raxlor, and he comes kind of trotting up to you, and he holds his hands out, and he goes, excuse me, good sir, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Cadrus. I am a member of, I'm a sage here, a member of the Avowed, and I couldn't help but notice you walking around with that shield on your back. It has an aura of fell magic. I would ask that you relinquish it to me so that I can have it properly inspected and processed.
I say, oh, no, thank you. This is actually my shield. I'm taking care of it. Nothing to worry about. Appreciate the offer, though, and appreciate your concern. And yeah, I mean, I'll come let you know. What was your name again? I'll come find you if I have any problems with it. But I've got it under control.
Are you kind of like walking away as you do that, or are you just standing there talking to him?
I'm standing there talking to him.
Okay. He kind of like laughs, and he goes, forgive me, Cadrus is my name, and I know that you're new here, but I don't think you understand that you really need to relinquish that shield to me. It's definitely not something it's definitely probably cursed, very dangerous. You should definitely leave it with me. Please relinquish it immediately. And he holds out his hands. He's like really, really anxious for you to hand him the shield.
I say, oh, I don't think you understood. This is my shield. Get out of here. And then I turn and walk away.
Okay. As you turn and start walking away, he kind of like places him, like steps backwards and kind of like puts himself in front of your path. And he goes, no, I think that maybe it is you who does not understand, because that shield is leaving with me, and it's a Cambion.
What? Okay.
Sorry. So he transforms into a Cambion. Let's do the battle real quick. He soars.
I was literally about to say I interject, and I want to ready my Eldritch Blast, but I was like, no, I don't want to start this in the city with
yeah, that's a really good idea, because there's actually no fighting allowed here. And yet he transforms.
Does that include devils?
Yes, but he transforms into a Cambion, and he flies up, and he takes to the air. But let's have everyone roll initiative. And you guys, I'm not going to say you're surprised by that, so just everyone roll initiative. Oh my god. How do I add?
Are there any other people around in the distance? that we can see, or
no.
are we alone in the middle of
you're alone in the middle of the place right now. Oh my god. Hold on, I gotta add a token. Oh good, you guys are just rolling.
Oh, are we using table plot?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the initiative tracking is nice, but it's not.
I got a 16. I rolled it manually.
Characters. It doesn't have my stupid guy. It's got like.
You gotta add them to the initiative.
Yeah. No. Like the token's not even there. Okay. I don't care. I don't care. Doing this a different way. I want this to be a really, really fast battle. Okay. Scree has 15. Zoe has... Wait, is it Zoe or Zoe in this one?
I don't know.
Okay, Raxlor, what's yours?
16.
Can you give me a roll +4 for the rogue real quick?
Are you tracking it manually?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just tracking it manually. So you can just tell me the number.
Also 16, and Raxlor will go first.
$16. Okay. Go ahead and take your turn.
Oh, I'm first?
Yeah, you're first. Cambion is last.
Okay. I shout at the top of my lungs, help! I am being assaulted by a devil, and I'm going to defend myself. And then you said he's in the sky?
No. Well, I don't know. Does he have a chance to fly up in the air? I don't think so. Before you guys,
I mean, unless he starts attacking us. If he bursts into a Cambion and flies up in the air, that's basically the surprise round, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, let's just take that, but he doesn't do an attack. So he transforms back into a Cambion and he flies up. And he flies up high, 60 feet in the air. Just boom. So he's like floating up there above you, and he's like, ha ha ha. But you get to go first. Raxlor goes first. Okay, so you shouted for help. Far away at the gate to the east, you see some guards kind of like looking over. So like you've got their attention, but they're not reacting quickly. So the first round of combat is to you.
Hold on. Oh man. Okay. So I can't do this because there's a specific action in here, but I'm going to read this specific. No. Okay. There's a command. There's the spell command, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a specific command called grovel that says the target falls prone and then ends its turn.
Oh,
there's another specific but falling prone makes you stop flying, right? And you fall.
Yeah.
But
yes.
There's another command that's called halt. It says the target doesn't move and takes no actions. A flying creature stays aloft, provided it's able to do so. Blah, 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 blah. But
yeah. Okay.
It seems to me that grovel would make it fall prone, and falling prone does make you stop flying unless you have hover, right?
Yeah, I would say that. I would say that if you said grovel, he is going to fall to the ground and grovel. That's maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I'm going to interpret it.
All it says is falls prone and then ends its turn. Those are the effects. And falling prone, unless a creature has hover, makes them immediately fall, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's something. No, I say that yes.
That seems pretty. This seems pretty strong for a level 1 spell to just instantly stop a flying creature and make them take falling damage.
No, yeah, I'm gonna go with it though because Okay, I mean, he still has to do a saving throw, and it's his fault that he flew up so high in the air. And the other thing would be like, oh, you can't command it to harm itself, but I don't think like you can't say suicide, but I don't think that this counts as that. I would say that you can do it and he can fall down. But he's got to make your
command
save.
Command doesn't say anything about it won't harm itself. If the target can't follow your command, the spell ends. Oh no! Sorry, you're right. Actually, yeah. It has no effect if it's undead, if it doesn't understand your language, or if the command is directly harmful to it. It was in a weird spot. So no, you're right. You know what? No, because it would. This is important because our other game also has a cleric. Because that would be directly harmful to it, it would fall to the ground. It would not do it. So I'm not going to do that.
I don't know. I think that's indirectly. Directly would be like stab yourself. Indirectly is like running in that direction, then he tripped and falls. You know.
Well, like I couldn't say jump off a cliff either. Like even though he did that.
But that would still be direct. That's my opinion. But I'm not the DM, so y'all have fun.
Yeah. I'm not going to bother with it. I won't make that a question we have to decide today, even though he already said he would. I'm going to ready my Warhammer.
I'm going to say that you can make the decision. I'm ready to have him fall out of the sky, but if you're not going to do that in the other game, then I'm going to match whatever you do. So I'll let you decide.
Yeah. Exactly. I haven't decided what I would do in the other game, and I think that it would count as directly harmful. So my ruling would be against it, even though I think it'd be super awesome to do. But I might reconsider later. So I'm not going to mess with it, even though you'd let me do it, because I don't want to set a precedent. I'm going to ready Heaven's Fall. With one hand. Wait. You said my shield's on my back. I guess I'm not really carrying it, am I? So I'm readying Heaven's Fall with both hands, because it takes a whole action to equip my shield. So I don't have my shield on. Uncheck that box. Wielding Heaven's Fall with both hands to swing and hit the Cambion when it comes into melee range.
Cool. Okay. And next is Damien. Damien. Well, she is out in the open, but I still feel like she could do a stealth check to see if she's able to. I mean, there's several of you people there. She could try to hide, and I'm giving her sneak attack. I don't care. I'm giving her sneak attack. If her stealth beats the Cambion's perception, then I'm going to say that she was able to successfully be hidden at the start of the battle and give her sneak attack.
Now that's a DMPC. My PC has advantage because I want to give it to him. But go ahead. I mean, kill the Cambion.
Hey! When it comes to rogue sneak attack, you know that I'm super liberal. Okay, so she gets an 18 to her stealth, and the Cambion, he boffs his perception. So yeah, so he does not see her. So she's gonna try to hit him with sneak attack. So that's +7. She's gonna miss anyway. Oh yeah. Oh my god, he's got a 19 armor class. So she whiffs an arrow at him, and it just goes right by. And that ends her turn. Okay, Scree, it's your turn.
Okay.
He hasn't technically attacked it yet.
Cambion. Oh, he's gonna.
Oh boy, I'm scared for that. Give me a second. I'm pulling something out.
Okay.
No, I dropped it! Oh my god! I dropped it. Hold on, let me go grab it.
Using this chance to read about Zach's book.
How many tacos and burritos for you?
Oh, I don't know, like 3 or 4 or 5, something like that.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to use my Planar Warrior against it.
Okay, cool. So you use that. So you activate Planar Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
So your next attack will deal force damage and plus extra D whatever. You have the mechanics
Right.
there, right?
Yeah.
I Planar Warrior has to be within 30 feet of you. It's 60 feet in the air.
Ooh, how? Okay, is it out of my range?
It's out of range of Planar Warrior, but not out of your attack. Planar Warrior just has to be more of a close range thing.
Okay. Then I'll just shoot it with my longbow.
Oh, you choose a creature the next time you hit that creature. Oh, okay, interesting, cool. Yeah, you're right. I didn't realize that. I just thought it was like an attack boost, but it's not. You actually have to target a creature to do it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's like
all right, so you. Okay. Cambion is a fiend, but I think you only have favored against undead until you get one more level, I believe.
Yeah.
So. Okay, cool. So make your attack roll.
Okay. 13 to hit.
Misses. Anything else?
Alright, I'm gonna use my extra attack and attack again.
Cool. So
with
you
my
whip
longbow.
another arrow. Yeah, make your attack. Remember to add
my
your
God.
bonuses.
I am adding my bonuses. I'm just getting awful rolls. Speaking of awful rolls, 9 to hit.
Yep, so that misses too. All right, and Zoe, save the day.
I just want to double check because I can't remember. I can cast Hex and Eldritch Blast on the same turn, can I? There's like some ability that makes it a minor action or something.
Hex is a bonus action, and you can only cast after casting a bonus action. You can only cast a cantrip. So yes, you can, but you couldn't cast Hex and then something else.
Right. I just couldn't remember how it worked. I wanted to make sure I wasn't misremembering.
Yeah.
Okay, then I want to cast Hex on it, and then I want to fire at it with my Eldritch Blast.
All right, it is hexed. What ability do you want to disadvantage?
Intelligence?
Okay. It is now intelligence
Dumb.
next. All right, make your attack roll. You can make your attack roll when you're ready for Eldritch Blast.
23 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage, including hex.
15 damage.
15 total? All right. So
Yes. Now,
that blasts the Cambion, and it still seems confident, but it is not like getting blasted by necrotic damage. I think it's necrotic. Oh, it's
I am
force.
going to hit it with
yeah.
my second beam.
Go for it.
17 to hit.
That misses. So your second beam whiffs by its head, and it laughs at you.
Damn
Ha
you.
ha ha! And it says, "Now it's my turn." And let's see, fire ray. Okay, so it prepares. It holds up its hands, and you see like flames start to flicker as it prepares a fiery spell to blast you with, and then it throws its hands out forwards to shoot out the rays, and little like smoke puffs come out of its hand, and the flames go out. And it's like, it goes, "What?" Ah! And it tries it again, and nothing comes out of its hand. And it's like, God damn it. And now it is Raxlor's turn. He's still flying, but his fire ray didn't work, and he doesn't know why.
FYI, just since it's my turn to talk, also, Hex is necrotic damage, and Eldritch Blast is force damage. So if that has any matter on this or in the future, it's actually going to deal both types of damage in one
Okay.
attack.
Thank you. I forgot
nice.
about that.
You can just add it together, but if something is like resistant to necrotic, you'd have to do the math separately. And I didn't know if this is one of those cases, so I just wanted to let you know.
Thank you. This Cambions are resistant to elements. So.
Okay,
Go ahead.
that's what I figured. You asked if it was necrotic, so I was making sure. I look at him up in the sky and I say, "What, lost your mojo? Come on down and fight here like a man." And I ready my attack again. You know what? How long does it take to equip a shield? Is it one action?
Yes.
Waste an entire action to put my shield on, and I won't have my opportunity attack. You know what? Oh shit. Pythagorean. What's that? What the Pythagorean theorem? Is that the one with the angles and stuff? If I walk 30 feet in a direction away from him, because he's 60 feet in the air, right?
60
Yeah,
feet.
so square both of those and then add them and then get the square root, and that's the angle distance.
So if I walk away 30 feet, he couldn't fly 60 feet and attack me because it would be more than 60 feet, right?
No.
Geometry. It'd be less?
Yes. No, you're right. It would be more than 60 feet.
Okay.
It would
might
be
not...
impossible for it to be 60 feet or less.
Okay. So it would absolutely be more than 60. Okay. So I walk back 30 feet, so I'm further away than me, equip my shield, and don't ready an attack, so I have my shield on. So I was just, yeah. I am further away, and I equip my shield as an action, and I say, about to get beaten by your own shield, and end my turn. No, you know what?
Yeah.
I turn invisible with hidden step. I think
Okay.
it's a bonus action, isn't it? Yep. I turn invisible.
So, 30 feet would be the bottom of the triangle, and 60 feet would be the vertical of the triangle, and then the hypotenuse is the distance. So 30 squared plus, so the square root of 30 squared plus 60 squared is the distance away from you he is. And you can use trigonometry, but I don't have those memorized.
As long as that's more than 60 feet. As long as that's more than 60 feet, that's the only thing that matters right now, but we'll get into that in the future.
Mathematically, it's impossible for it to not be.
That's what I thought.
60 feet.
Cool. Yeah, so you moved away. All right, and it's Damien's turn, and I'm going to do the same bullshit, because this is how I think Rogue should be played. So she's going to try to stealth, and she's got a 26. And then he's going to search for her, and he can't find her. Oh, where is she? Where is she? And then she's going to shoot him with her short bow, and she's going to miss again. So be nice and happy about that. Okay, Scree, it's your turn. All right.
All right. I'm gonna shoot again, and hopefully I hit this time. I'm gonna attack once, attack twice, but first I'll roll. See if my first hits.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
17 to hit.
Miss.
What? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll
it's
try
armored,
again.
man.
19 to hit.
That hits. That's the magic number. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Nice.
What? Also, you have to tell me what type of damage it is, because we are dealing with some resistances here. It's your longbow, right?
Yeah, my longbow. I don't have Planar Warrior up because I can't. It's too far.
Yes, it is too far away. And your longbow is going to be piercing. And silver actually doesn't count here. I'm not sure if you're silvered.
11
and your bow,
damage.
Okay. Are those magical arrows?
No, they're just silvered. Silvered
okay, so it takes,
arrows.
It takes half damage.
Okay.
So it takes 5. All right. So your arrow, and you have another attack if you want to make it.
Yes, I do.
Three attacks?
Wait, no, I already attacked like twice.
Oh, the first one missed? Okay, sorry.
The first one didn't. Yeah.
Cool. All right, so he took some more damage, and it's now Zoe's turn.
Surprise, surprise. I want to cast Eldritch Blast at it again.
All right, roll for a hit.
Natural 20, I think, yeah.
Oh, natural 20 critical?
Yes.
Oh, God, yes. Okay, please roll damage. Double the damage dice.
See, I already had an auto roll. Do you want me just to double that? Do you want me to roll again? How do you want me to do it?
You roll actual more dice
Okay, so I've got to roll it.
manually.
Okay, I just didn't know how you wanted to handle it since I have an auto roll at the same time. All right, so I would need 2d10 and 2d6 plus 4 or plus 8.
The plus you only add, you do not double, but the dice you double. Yes, including
Got
Hex. Wow, that's messed up, man. Right? Right, Jake? That's how it works, right? Hex would get double.
Yes, and all dice are just rolled twice, so there's no multiplying. But yeah, you roll hex again too.
20 damage. It worked out to be exactly double what I rolled the first time.
Nice. Okay. He is not looking so confident right now, and now make your second attack roll.
Thank you. No, 12.
Okay, so your second blast misses. Okay. It is the Cambion's turn, and he looks really angry right now, like frustrated. And he flies straight down to the ground. And Raxlor is now too far away, so he's going to run up to Zoe, who has been doing significant damage to him, and he is going to pull a spear off his back and deftly stab at you with it. And the amount he gets is 13. Wait, no, sorry.
No, that does not hit.
Sorry, wrong number. 15.
That does not hit.
Nice. Okay, and a second attack. And that is that's going to be 24.
That doesn't hit either.
Nah, I think that hits.
Right.
It's actually not that much damage. 1d6 plus something. 1d6 plus 4? Oh, plus fire damage. So, total of 7 damage. Not that bad.
Thank you.
All right. So the Cambion is now on the ground. Didn't someone have an action ready to do something?
I readied an
If you
action to
landed?
attack it if it came in range of me, but that was last turn, and I spent this turn equipping a shield.
Okay, cool. So you are 30 feet away. The rest of the team is pretty much all crowded right there next to the Cambion. I'm not going to involve the other NPCs, although I could. It's what do you call it? Like round 3, I guess, if it's round. Raxlor, it's your turn, but you glance back towards the guardhouse gate, and you actually see a group of mages running towards you, and they see what's happening. That there's a freaking devil in here attacking you guys. They definitely seem to be running towards the devil as opposed to just running towards you guys. Just to be clear,
Yeah.
they're far enough away though. It looks like they still have a couple turns before they get here.
They're pretty far away then.
Yes, yeah, like the farthest away. Like they're talking to each other, and then once they realize, I messed myself up. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
good. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, sorry. So yes, it's your turn.
Are they like within shouting distance?
Yeah, you can shout at them, but they're like 2 turns away.
Yeah. Well, like the law here is no fighting, right?
Yes.
I don't know where she's at.
We've been aware of that just however short we've been here. I shout, "Yes, please, guards, help us! We're being assaulted by this Cambion. Do we have permission to defend ourselves?"
They shout, "We're almost there! Kill it if you can!"
Okay. I'm within range to walk up to it and hit it, right?
Yes, 30 feet.
I say, "On your command," and I charge up and smack it with my hammer.
All right, make an attack roll.
How long does step left? Till start of your next turn. Okay, so I'm not invisible any longer. And I bring down Heaven's Fall with one hand for 19 versus AC.
Oh, 19 hits. Roll damage.
And that will be 1d10 plus 1d4 radiant damage. That is... oh, that's a 1. I thought it was a 7 because my die sucks. That is 6 bludgeoning damage. It's a magical weapon. And 4 radiant damage.
All right, so 10 damage total. It doesn't have any weakness. So.
No weakness. Okay.
Nope. It is bloodied though, or I guess icoried. Okay, now it is next to you. It's flanked, so
Yeah, there you go.
Damien definitely gets her sneak attack. And doesn't she have advantage for some reason? Is there? She have
If
advantage?
she's stealthing. If she's stealthing in plain sight, yeah.
No. Okay, so she tries to stab it with her rapier and misses. That's a DM and PC. Okay, Scree, it's your turn.
Yay. Okay, I'm gonna finally manage to use Planar Warrior. And then I'll shoot. Wait, how close is it compared to us?
Like right next to you guys.
Okay, I don't wanna like use my longbow on it because it's too close. So I'm gonna slash at it with my sword after Planar Warrior.
All right, make an attack roll. Oh, you know why this thing has such high armor class? Is because it's wearing armor, but also it adds its charisma to its armor class. So it's charisma.
Oh, yeah, one of those.
3 charisma plus 4 dex plus the AC. That's insane.
Don't hexblades do that?
19 to hit.
19 hits. Yes, that's the magic number. Roll damage, and remember Planar
Nice.
Warrior, and it does full damage because it is force damage.
Nice. 17 total damage.
All right. Wow, that really blasted it. It is not feeling
Okay,
good right
okay.
now.
I got an extra attack, so I'm not done quite yet.
Go for it. Chop it up.
20 to hit.
Yeah, that hit. Wait. Oh, yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
I was like,
No, not natural.
oh, no. Not natural.
Nine damage.
All right, and don't you have a short sword in your other hand as well?
Yeah, my offhand. So I'm gonna do that too.
Mm-hmm.
$14 to hit.
That is gonna miss.
Rip. Well, I blasted him, and now
You did.
I'm gonna let them go next.
Right, and it is Zoe's turn, and this thing is looking incredibly damaged, but it also looks more resolute than ever. Like, this thing is not surrendering, not backing down. It is on a suicide mission for that shield. And it's Zoe's turn.
I want to shoot it with Eldritch Blast.
All right, roll your attack. Put it to sleep.
24 to hit.
Yeah, roll damage.
13 damage.
Oh, 13 damage kills it. 13.
I want to
So
flip
you're-
it off and say, who's got the charisma now, bitch, as it dies. Not
Yes.
before, after it dies, but literally as it dies. So the last thing it sees in this world before it goes back to hell is me flipping it off saying that.
Yes, and it just, you like explode its head. Except it sees you. Like, it's able to see you and hear your insult, and also its head gets exploded.
Yep.
Yep. And so it collapses to the ground. So the guards finish running up to you. There are actually 2 groups of 4 mages each. And at the head of them is an archmage. And come on, I just had this. And she walks up to you and she goes, "I am Kaelin Strongbranch, the gate warden of Candlekeep. Where did this fiend come from? This Candlekeep should be secure. What happened? Do you have any information?" And she's looking around at you guys, trying to see like who might be able to help her.
I say, well, I don't know where this specific one came from. He was disguised as impersonating a dwarven noble of the city. So I don't really know where he came from, but we just came out of the sewers of Candlekeep, and there was some devilish ongoings down there, having to do with some people in the city. So I'm guessing they've infiltrated your city somewhat.
The mages are like kind of like mumbling to each other, and they're like, "It's impossible, but the wards, how could it get through? But the wards." And Kaelin looks at you and she says, "No fiend should be able to fly in here. Why, there are wards surrounding Candlekeep. No creature larger than a bird could fly into Candlekeep over the walls."
I say, and who has access to enable or disable those wards? Does any leadership have access to that? Like say a duke or something like that?
Make a religion check.
Is that for me knowing it or me asking them that?
Make a religion check.
Okay.
This is your memory.
I'm not asking you, I'm asking Dan. This is a role play.
I know, you're asking them that question, and then also
Okay.
your memory is tingling.
12.
12?
Not tingling that much.
You do ask that question, but you seem to remember, you just recall that Cambions can shapeshift. Nothing else kind of crosses your mind, but you do think of that. She says,
I thought about that.
She says
I'm
the wards are very powerful. They are actually a mythal, a shielding mythal that are active, that is kept in place by the keeper of the tomes, and he's our leader here, and we have no reason to suspect him, but I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. And there's a flock of birds flying overhead, you notice.
I say, so it wouldn't be possible for like a higher up, a noble or something like that in the city to get through the ward safely without detection?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
I mean, devils can shapeshift into like bats and rats and stuff. Would that bypass the wards? You know that though, right? I mean, I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that would defeat it. But you know what? It's probably not a big deal. And she looks as if she wants to move on. Like maybe she just realized something that she doesn't want to confirm. Like realize something that you said, but doesn't want to confirm it.
Like realize that the wards are useless because devils can shapeshift.
Not useless, but against something that can shapeshift. Yeah, a clever wizard, or something that assumes the form of a tiny bird.
Literally anything.
Yeah, and she's supposed to kind of know that, but it just doesn't happen that much. So she's like, "Oh crap!" And anyone who can see the gulls flying over Candlekeep can easily reach the conclusion that certain creatures are exempt.
Except for the wizards that man and control the shields.
So she's like, but why was the Cambion trying to kill you? Did it want something?
I say, yeah, it was trying to mug me.
No idea. I have no idea why they just attacked.
Wow, that's strange. Like that's basically like suicide. A devil coming here and just assuming its form.
Yeah, pretty crazy. It walked up and started telling me to give it all my shit.
Well, I mean, I guess that's devils for you. Okay, so all this commotion happens, and one of another mage runs up from the gate and says, "Gate Warden Strongbranch, come quickly to the gate." And Caitlin goes running over towards the gate, and you see like a commotion, and the gates are opening, and you see Caitlin like kind of like running towards the gate, which is a couple turns away. Are you guys kind of hanging out, or are you heading towards it?
The person we were talking to is running over towards the gate of the town.
Yeah, like back towards the exit. Like there's something going on. The gates are opening. There's like a crowd.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on.
Okay.
Got nowhere else to be.
So you kind of like follow her, but you see her running ahead, like just dashing as hard as she can, and you see like guards kind of stepping out of the way, and she runs up, and you see her just kind of like whispering and talking to someone, and then you see her kind of like stand aside. And coming in through the gate is a bunch of human warriors with the emblems of the Flaming Fist and Baldur's Gate, the armies that you were just working for earlier in Baldur's Gate. Well, you weren't working for them, but someone was. And they walk in, and at their head is a woman whose picture I'm not going to put up. And you see the gate warden walking with her, and this crowd of people walks, and they're walking directly toward you guys. And the woman is at the front, and she steps forward. Wait, no. Oh. No? Yeah? Oh, that's it. Okay. So she walks forward, and so there's two characters that you're focusing on. One is a woman who looks maybe like in her 40s, and she is wearing Flaming Fist armor, and it looks like she is of a high rank. Next to her is a man who is also wearing Flaming Fist, and he looks like he's slightly lower. He has captain's bars, and you actually recognize him as the captain of the Flaming Fist that has been filling in Baldur's Gate since Duke Ravengard has been missing. And he steps forward toward you guys to see who will, respond to him. And he steps forward and he says, "I am Captain Zodge of the Flaming Fist. I'm here looking for the group sent by Elminster. We have a message from him to deliver."
I say, "Speak your message."
He looks
and
at you
I will
and says,
listen.
He says, "You must be Raxlor. I would notice recognize your description anywhere. It's not often that you see your kind around here." And then
Yeah, I didn't bother with my disguised self today. It only lasts an hour. I was like, it'll be fine. No one cares here.
The woman steps forward and she says, she looks at Zodge and she goes, watch how you speak to these people. They're chosen of Elminster. They're trying to save the world over here. And she looks at you and she says, she goes, "It's nice to meet you, Rexlor. I am Liara Portier. My uncle is one of the dukes of Baldur's Gate. Unfortunately, he has grown delirious in his old age and is not very effective as a leader as he used to be. And I heard of the disappearance of Duke Ravengard of Duke Ravengard, and I came here dispatched from my outpost in Chult as quickly as I could. I've just arrived, and Captain Zodge here has been informing me on that there's been trouble in the city. There's been murders going on, and we think that we've traced the murders to a cult tied to one of the dukes. Yes, Thalamra Vanthamper. Oh, I never trusted her. It seems like she's been involved in quite some evil dealings. So we heard that she should be here in Candlekeep. So we've come here after her, and we're looking for her to arrest her. And Elminster said that we would find you here as well. So we wanted to check in with you, and we're just on our way to go arrest Thalamra Vanthamper and her family."
I take the diamond out of my bag and I say, "Do you want to borrow this?"
How Huh? Diamonds?
Yeah, I take the 300 gold diamond out of my bag and I hold it up and I say, "Do you want to borrow this?"
Oh, okay. She looks at it and she goes, "Why would I need to borrow a diamond?"
I say, "Well, funny story. Um, you see, we kind of
Oh,
had the
boy.
same intel that you did, and we were down there like looking around, trying to find evidence. Nothing bad or whatever. And then we ran into a couple of devils, and they tried to kill us. And we're like, okay, that's it. Definitely devils down here. And we came across Thalamra. We tried to reason with her, and then she summoned a bunch of devils and started attacking us. And we had to defend ourselves. So I mean, you got to reimburse me, but you can borrow this diamond if you want to. You wanted to arrest her, right? So you probably want to resurrect her first, or is that fine? You want to just leave her dead?
Oh, well, of course,
Self-defense.
of course we had orders to, or we're intending to capture her dead or alive, so certainly we could recover her dead body, but the problem is that we really need proof tying her to this devilish cult. We've able to figure out that she was behind the murders, and we think that devils are involved. And we even think she may have something to do with the mysterious disappearance of the city of Elturel. Were you able to find any information?
Sorry, you were going to say something, Willow?
Yeah, he kind of cut out in the middle of what he was saying. I could hear him in the other room.
Okay.
Could you repeat that?
I mean, they're looking for evidence to which is what we were looking for. I wanted to make sure you weren't cutting out, so I was about to say something, but yeah, I got the start and the end of it.
Okay.
I say they're looking for evidence, same as we were, and I say, well, personal first-hand experience, I know for sure they were working with devils because a Cambion came out and attacked us, and she was casting spells at us and shit. But I mean, if you need like hard evidence, I do have the contracts that she signed that binds her soul to Asmodeus and all that stuff. Do you want that? I mean, that might help.
Yes, that would be most helpful. Do you have these documents?
Yeah.
Can I see
I've got are there more than one? I'm asking DM.
It's like a binder of like documents and pages and stuff. You also have the contract, the Infernal Chain contracts, but that was Thavius. Basically, you have like a binder, like a bunch of folders that just has like it's like what do you want to say, like evidence for blackmail or whatever, like every damning document all in one ledger.
I say, yeah, we've got this ledger that we found in her house after we defended ourselves against her. And unfortunately, at the moment I'm not willing to part with it unless I can verify 100% who you are. In fact, we were just attacked by a Cambion who was trying to pretend to be a noble of the city. So I'm really having some trust issues in the city lately. But we're going back to speak to our contact here. We'll show her what we've gathered, and we'll let her be our liaison between you, and let her take possession of this evidence and do the legal dealings. But yeah, we've definitely got evidence that you guys would like to see. So
she says, all right, well, that sounds fair. Actually, we'd like to talk. She says that sounds fair. And Fallister says, I suggest that we visit the great readers. Silvira is one of them, and certainly they are the top leadership here, and certainly they'll be able to help us figure this out. Liara says, well, since you have punished the wrongdoers, we recently put out a bounty on the Duke's head of 1,000 gold. So we will certainly give that to you just as soon as you produce those documents, and as soon as we're able to confirm that you killed her. So definitely.
Well, is the bounty on the documents or is the bounty on the killing? Because we did the killing. You can confirm that. Her corpse is down in her house.
Yeah, certainly. Once we confirm all the information you've given us, I'll send some guards down there right now, so they can search. Where were the sewers at?
Is that not just like her house?
Um,
It was
So-
originally, but it's not now, right?
you
It's like a
give them
secret base.
information. You give them information, and Captain Zodge, along with a group of several warriors, goes marching off to scour the dungeons and all that. I think you left a prisoner down there too, so they're going to get her. They're going to recover their bodies.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to verify your stories and everything else. So she says, as soon as the captain returns with confirmation, I will pay you the bounty. But in the meantime, I have something that Elminster said that he wanted me to give you to help you before
Oh, yeah, what's
you travel into hell. She says, "Well, I have a couple of things here. I have this magic ring." And she hands you a magic ring, and it has It's a silver ring with ram's horns on it.
I say, oh, thanks. I put it on.
And she says, "I also."
What else you got for me personally to use as magic items?
She says, she kind of like snaps her fingers, and one of her guards steps forward, and they hold out ceremoniously a rod. And she goes, "This is a rod of the Pact Keeper, a very powerful magical item." And it kind of looks like it's got a dark wooden shaft with gold.
I bet it does.
Dark. No. Not going there. And it's decorated with gold at the ends, and on the top of it, there's like these golden wings, kind of like almost like bat wings, more than like feathery wings, and they kind of curve upwards, and there's like a red gem in between that. So it looks like a magical, powerful rod. And she hands it out.
I say, oh, cool, thanks. I'll take that, and I take it. And I say, not sure what I'll do with this. I think only warlocks can use it, but I'll hold on to it for later. And I put it in my bag.
She says, All right, well, I have one more item. This is not from Elminster. Actually, this is for Damien, your brother, who passed away not too long ago in Baldur's Gate. He actually had this stored, and you are listed as the only next of kin. And this is a magical item that is to be passed down to you. And she produces a red cloak, very fancy looking red fabric with kind of gold fringe, and it has a family crest emblazoned on it for Damien's family, and hands it to her and said, "I believe this is a powerful magic item, so please use caution." And Damien gets it, and Damien takes it and says, "Okay, thanks," and takes the item.
I look super disappointed, like, as they're handing it. I go to grab it, even though they're saying Damien. I go to grab it, and then Damien grabs it. I'm like, oh.
Okay, so Rhea is going to step forward and introduce herself as well. She's going to say, I am Rhea Mantlemorn of the High Riders of El Terrell. I defer to your leadership, Lord Portier. Although I am on my mission to rescue my city in Avernus. And Liara says, "What do you mean rescue in Avernus? El Terrell's gone. It's vanished. It's likely destroyed. What do you mean you're going to save it?" And Rhea looks at you guys.
I say, long story, but we're working on it. No, you guys, I don't think you need the details. Really long story. El Terrell, Avernus. It's not gone. It's just temporarily
Displaced.
Yeah, displaced. You know, like what's that one place? You know, you came from Chult, right? It's like that one city there, you know the one.
Oh,
you know,
yes. Oh, of course,
yeah.
that one city.
Yeah.
So she looks at Rhea and she says, "I'm sorry for your loss. Please rise and meet us as equals." Rhea stands up and they like shake hands or something. At this point, Fallister says, "Yes, I think this is a good time to to meet with the great readers. I think we should head there right away. And Liara agrees. So you all begin marching west towards the Emerald Door. And
while we're walking along the road, I like kind of sidle off the edge of the path. And I take the rod out of my bag and I just kind of like drop it in a ditch. Like, yeah, I'm not carrying this around.
Okay, so you drop the rod in the ditch.
Zach, to be clear, that is your magic item. It's a warlock item. I'm just being a dick.
Can I please take the rod, the whole thing?
You probably want to walk over and grab the shaft.
Okay, I'll grab that shaft. I'll take it.
All right, so you pick up the amazing rod. You just grasp it. Yes, and you have
a big red tip.
Remember, magic items have you have to attune to them, so you're going to need another long rest before you can use it. And I can't. So I've got like cool.
I'm going to need more than a long rest.
So
sorry.
There's cool art in the book, but I'm kind of struggling to like I didn't download. Oh wait, that's a good. Go away, you stupid pop up. I can get this. Yeah. Okay, 1 second.
While you're struggling, we're walking along, and I look at Scree, and I say, do you even have fingers?
Yes.
Prove
I have.
It. Show me your fingers. I didn't think birds have fingers. You got like little feather tips, right? You can't like hold things.
Yes, I can.
How do you hold your bow? How do you show me your fingers? Is that like inappropriate? Is that like asking you to like show me your ankles or something?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's appropriate.
Scree just kind of outstretches his claw kind of hands. It looks like bird talons, but there's 5 fingers somehow.
That is creepy. I say, well,
how dare you?
I'm not gonna remember that you have hands. So like, if there's ever a situation where we need to like grab something, I'm gonna forget that you know how to do that. So do me a favor, put this ring on, because if I see the ring, that'll help me remember that you have fingers. And plus, it looks like really cool. So here, you can have this.
Thank you.
Yeah, it might be magic, but I don't know. I don't care. I've got enough magic stuff right now, so.
Okay, I put the ring on.
Awesome.
Ring mine.
And write it down.
Yes, please write it down. Just write Ring of the Ram.
Thanks.
And Jake's already Googling it.
No, I know basically what it does.
Cool. So you approach the Emerald Door. I've sent a picture of the Emerald Door to the chat. So okay. The cat pooped and it smells so bad. And the litter box is all the way in the other room, like around the corner in the bathroom. But you can just smell it. I don't even have to hear it. I don't have to see her. I just know.
I woke up in the middle of the night last night because the dog had farted and I thought it had pooped and it woke me up. And I kept getting a man. I'm like, you've got to find where this poop is. I can't go back to sleep. She was like, baby, the dog didn't poop. It just has bad gas. I was like, well, can you put her somewhere? Sorry, I feel your pain.
All right, so you approach the Emerald Door. Is there like a name of anyone that's approached the Emerald Door? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and skate through this. So the door opens. So the Phalister walks up to the guard of the door and hands a letter, a sealed letter. He opens it and examines it and then opens the Emerald Door. So all of you walk into the great library. Oh, I have a picture. Actually, I have pictures. Okay, what I'm sending you is a full unlabeled map of Candlekeep. Because you can already see part of it on the map there, but now you can actually see the keep. Okay. So you walk in, and this is a very special thing to be even allowed in here, because this is normally only the readers and the sages and such and the avowed are allowed in here even.
Into the 90% size of the city.
Yes. The great library is the whole point of being here is like super restrictive. So you walk into what is called the Inner Ward and the Great Library. Looking up, you see just numerous spires and towers, and they all look different, like they've all been transplanted from different locations all around the world. Some are made of what looks like infernal iron. You see one that looks like it's actually made from the bones of a red dragon.
Do red dragon bones look different than other colored dragon bones?
Yeah, they're red.
Yeah, they're red, I guess.
I figured their bones would be, a nice off yellow or off white like everyone else's. Not my bad.
They're actually green because, strangely, dragon bones are the inverse color of their exterior scales.
Oh, that's canon.
So a blue dragon would have orange scales. Purple dragon would have
that doesn't sound right. I don't know enough about it to, challenge it, so...
Well, watch it turns out I'm right. Blows my mind. Walking further into the hallways, I'm actually going to give you another picture here. So there's the inside of the library. Put that there. Yeah, so you're walking through, and as you're walking through the halls before you enter the library, you actually hear chanting. Kind of coming from down the halls. So somewhere there's some group of avowed chanting. And you can actually kind of make out what they're saying. You don't know what it means, but you hear them say, "The suffering of James shall quench the flames. The suffering of James shall quench the flames."
Oh my god.
Okay. So now you are walking through the library proper, and it is soaring ceilings, in some cases 100 feet high. The floors and the walls are made out of stone and dark wood. The shelves are from the floor to the ceiling, in some cases 10 feet, in some places 100 feet high. Magical flames light torches around the library. There are mirrors positioned to direct the light so that the entire library is well lit. You see floating discs being used to actually reach the higher shelves. And as you're walking through the halls, you see a bunch of monodrones actually, just working along, shelving books and sorting books and keeping themselves busy. You continue all the way until you reach the main tower. The big, tall... the tallest and most heavily defended structure in Candlekeep. This is where Fallister tells you, he says, "This is where the avowed live, and visitors are not welcome here except for in extreme circumstances, like even more than the inner ward." So this is like the inner ward. You continue inside, and he says, "Keep close together. We need to follow our guides." And you walk past, as you kind of look down halls, and you're walking through this tower and making your way upward, you see classrooms, kitchens, bakeries, dining halls. You pass by some shrines. You see workshops, offices, study halls, scriptoriums. You see dormitories with beds in them. All this going on. And finally, you reach a room, and Fallister says, "Oh, I'm going to wait out here. You guys go in. You four and Liara go in." I guess he should come in too, right? You need like one. Yeah, Fallister's going to go in. Rhea stays out. Lulu stays out. The four of you guys and Liara and Fallister go in. It's that you see a high ceiling. The walls are white alabaster decorated with various tapestries. In the middle of the room is a large, ornate wooden table that looks like it's a giant open book. It's been kind of like carved to resemble that. At the
Fucking
table,
nerds.
I know. At the table, there are 8 figures sitting there, kind of 4 on one side and 4 on the other side, opposite you. And on the table side that you're on, there are chairs for each of you to take a seat. Liara makes her way to a seat on the right side. Fallister makes his way towards a seat on the left side. And there are 4 tables in the middle, opposite the Grand Readers, perfect for your party.
I sit.
Okay, so you go in and you sit down. So, from left to right, you see, so there's eight creatures that are all dressed in a noble sort of attire. You can tell they're very important. The first one is a human with symbols of Ogma on his robes. The next one is a bronze dragonborn who looks kind of has a military look about him. Next is another human, and this human is actually carrying a musical instrument of some sort. And the next one is a Lightfoot halfling who looks a little rugged. The next one is another human, human woman. Next, you recognize Silvira, the tiefling archmage. Next is another human, and he's the only one dressed like an archmage, like Silvira. So you can tell this guy is likely an archmage as well. Whereas the others are all dressed similarly. It seems like this guy and Silvira are both archmages. And lastly, you see a Getzerai, kind of a reptile-ish looking people with no noses, and has a very exotic look about her. And they're all sitting there just kind of silently facing forward, just patiently. Not long after you've become seated, a door opens behind the table, and you see another human, and this human is dressed even more ornately and has symbols of the god Denir on his robes. So he comes in and he sits down and he says, "I am Genusi, the keeper of the tomes. These are the great readers. Between us, we manage and run Candlekeep. And we hear that you have some information about trouble that's going on here. Silvira says that you guys went after something or other. What does she know? Anyway, Silvira gave them some information, so they're aware that you went down to figure out some shit, and there's probably some problems in Candlekeep. We don't have to like role play this whole conversation, but do you guys want to say anything before you guys kind of just exchange information?
I want to show them my book and ask them if anybody knows anything about it. The
Okay,
book
so
of Scribblers.
Be right back
So-
real quick, sorry.
So he says Silvira has told us that you were going to check some stuff out. And you pull out the book and you present it, and Genusi looks at it and he gets kind of a confused look on his face. And then the human archmage reaches forward and says, "By Mistra, this is the Scrivener's Tale. This is a banned book in the library. It should never be opened. Where did you find this?"
In the what's her name's dungeon below in the basement. I found it in there, so probably other demony stuff in there that proves she was bad.
"Ah, that makes sense," he says. We were we were aware that some great evil was growing under the city. The Van Thamper family, you say? Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all. I've never trusted them. Oh, you certainly you have not opened the book, right?
Of course not. Why would I ever open a book?
Excellent. Well, if you'd like, you could leave it with me, and I can put it back under lock and key. But
I would like to nonchalantly pull my bookmark out from the middle of it.
well, let me see.
Just kidding. Anyways,
what does he do? Okay, so Tellus Avasti was born and raised in the Majocracy of Halrua. And
Why are you reading this to us?
What?
Why are you reading this to us?
He tells you. He's like talking to you. He's like,
Okay.
"Oh, I'm Tellus
Okay.
Avasti, and I come from the Majocracy of Halrua, and I don't know much about that book, but I do know that it was brought here by a person named Makel Rylan, an adventurer from a noble family. I don't know what became of Rylan, but when he deposited the book with the warning that we never open it. So I would not be I would not feel bad to lose that book because we don't, we like collecting books, but that seems pretty cursed. So you're welcome to take that with you at your own peril, or you could leave it here and I will see that it's disposed of.
I can dispose of it, I guess. That way you don't have to deal with the consequences if something bad does go wrong. I'm good. I'll take it and dispose of it.
Okay, well, that's great, but definitely be very careful, and I'm warning you again not to read it.
Got it. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Cool. Silvira says, yes. Now on to more important matters. Did you find the tuning fork? Did you find the Van Thampers? Did you find Thavius? I must know. I'm certain that Thavius is a betrayer. Did you find any evidence? Did you find what? Tell us what you found.
Yep, he's dead. I got his contract. He was consorting with devils. So is she. Here's her contracts, and they're all dead.
So you pass out the stuff. Liara looks at it. Silvira looks at it. They kind of pass it around the room, and chat. The keeper of the tomes says this certainly is a dark thing. I'm sorry to ask you this. I know that you're already on a task to save the multiverse and you're traveling to Avernus, but I must ask you, please look for Duke Ravengard and see if you can, if you can't save him, at least find out the news of what happened to him so that we can know how to proceed here. Based on the information what's her name? Liara, she's like reads the contract and stuff as you guys are passing around the documents, and she's just like horrified, and she goes, "Wait, you mean El Terrell isn't destroyed? It was transported to Avernus?" And Rhea like starts to tear up a little bit, like she's staying strong, but you see a tear roll down her cheek, and Liara says, "So they must have all been killed then." And Rhea says, "It's far worse than that. You see, every citizen of El Terrell swears an oath called the Creed Resolute, which binds them to the realm of the High Priest. He's got a better name than that. Because Thavius was the High Priest, and because he bargained the city, it has bound all of the citizens of the city to the oath as well. So not only were they transported to hell, but the souls of every man, woman, and child in that city will be eternally bound to suffer in hell. Their souls will be reborn as masses of flesh known as lemures to fight and die and come back to life eternally in the blood war. This is an absolute tragedy on a scale that words cannot state." And then she kind of like chokes up and quiets herself. And Liara is just like, her jaws dropped and she just looks horrified. And Silvira stands up and says, "We have no time to waste. She looks at the keeper of the tomes and says, "Keeper, by your leave, I shall take these adventurers back to my laboratory so that we can post haste them to the plant to Avernus before any more time is wasted." And he looks at the other readers and they nod their heads in agreement, and he says, "So be it, and may the gods protect you." Anything else before you guys go off with Silvira?
Nope, sounds
Can
good.
we maybe get our
Gold?
what?
Oh yeah.
Our bounty?
Yeah,
I said,
yeah,
we're waiting on them
Yeah.
to come back.
Yeah, so Zodge comes in like right then, and he looks like out of breath, and he walks over and he drops Thalamra's head on the table, and it's like been crushed and splatted. Like there's barely any remains of it left. And he says, "Well, they certainly did the deed." And then he kind of like looks at you guys, and you can't tell if he's looking at you with disgust or respect.
Fine line. So then let's collect our bounty, and then also maybe they could refortify our provisions and help us out since we're going on the journey to save the multiverse.
Oh, certainly. What do you need? What provisions would you like us to provide you?
I did not think that far ahead.
Silvira says, I've got some stuff that could help you out. In my lab, you can come with me.
All right, awesome, sounds good.
I thought I had an image. Oh, I do.
And then what was the reward? Because I can't even remember now.
1,000 gold. So one of you gets 1,000 gold.
Okay, I've got a lot of gold right now, so if Jake wants to take it, or Willow, if you want to, that's fine.
We can split it, me and Willow.
Yeah, go for it. Because I sold like 2,500 gold worth of books. So
Yeah, we haven't really like divvied up our money, which is usually what parties do. But I'm not really worried about it. No one's gonna take the money and run. So
and
yeah,
we're also might help each other out if we need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll add 500 to my total, and as long as Willow adds 500 and doesn't lose it.
How about we have one person take care of all the money? I, Judas, would be happy to hold all of the gold for everyone for the party in this box.
What's this picture?
AFK 1 sec.
Okay. Willow, did you hear that?
I saw your meme, Jake. That is so true.
That's you. I don't know. I didn't think I did this.
So after I say, can we get some provisions? I figured that they would just give us stuff, or you'd be like, oh yeah, we need some more food, or blah, blah. Did not think that far ahead.
Willow, write down 500 gold somewhere on your sheet and just track it.
I already did.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so this is Silvira Sevikas, the master. Oh yeah, what is she? She is the her primary expertise is the Great Wheel of the Plains. So all of them.
Silvira is a tiefling, and she's the great sage of the plains, and that's the person who sent us down to the sewers.
Yes, she's one of the 8 great readers of Candlekeep and one of the most knowledgeable of the Outer Plains and the known lands.
And she's a tiefling?
Yep, tiefling.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like maybe 18 months ago that I read a little text box describing her. So I'll read that again just real quick. Okay, so you follow her back to her lab. The walls of this circular tower chamber are punctuated by arched windows that are currently shuttered. Bookcases filled with eldritch volumes stand between the windows, while tables are crowded with specimen jars, alchemical equipment, and other clutter. Engraved into the floor of the chamber is a large 9-pointed star. a middle-aged tiefling dressed in wizardly robes. That's okay. So that's Silvira. And let's see. And perched on the corner of a table nearby is a spindly little demon with warty green skin, buggy eyes, thin black horns, and a whip-like tail. And that is her quasit, Jezebel. And she says, Jezebel, fetch me a copy of the Fiendish Codex. And Jezebel, the quasit, goes, and walks over, climbs up on the shelf, and kind of peers through, reaches a clawed hand and grabs a book and pulls it out and scampers over and hands it to Silvira. Silvira walks up towards you guys, not anyone in particular, and hands out the book. And she says, knowledge is your greatest ally where you are going, and this book contains much useful knowledge of demons, devils, and the planes of hell. If you're lost or need information, you should consult this. Who takes the book?
Jake, you can take the book.
Rexler looks around at everyone and sees no one volunteering, and he goes, "Yeah, I guess I'll take it. I'm not much of a reader, but I'll hold on to it."
Cool. She hands you the book, and you see on the cover and the spine, the title of the book is The Fiendish Codex, and then it says Abridged Pocket Edition. So it's kind of like a smaller paperback book that you can just easily stick in your backpack. The author is Ed Stark of the Coastal Wizards.
Good old Ed, son of Tony.
Ed Stark is the actual author of one of the Fiendish Codexes. I don't know if it was D&D 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever, but he wrote one of them. Plus, he has a cool name, so of the Coastal Wizards. Okay, so mechanics on this book. This book will give you information.
Man, it took me a little bit to catch that.
Huh? Oh, the Coastal
Took me a minute to catch that. Yeah, sorry. Thank you for laughing, Jake, or I wouldn't have caught it.
It took me a second. He had to repeat it, and I was like, "Why did he repeat it?" Oh, okay.
Ed Stark of the Coastal Wizards. I did too good of a job. It just seemed like the game. Okay, so the mechanics works like this. You make an investigation check to receive an answer from the book. You can ask for a short answer or a long answer. So basically, if you want to know anything about anything related to fiends, which is demons and devils and other fiends, or about Avernus or anything like that, it's only got well-known high-level things. Of course, you can also do a religion check for certain things, but this gives you another means to get information in general. But it's an investigation check. So this would be like I guess religion's intelligence too, but for a short answer you need 10 minutes, and for a long answer you need 1 hour. So if you're looking for something quick and easy, so it was not something you wouldn't use it during a battle to find out about the enemy you're fighting, but you could use it before the battle to find out about an enemy that you think you're about to fight. You could just say, like, I want to know what are the resistances of Chain Devil, and then you could roll investigation check, and then I'll give you that information. Of course, you can still do checks in battle. This isn't just about sizing up your enemies. Maybe you want to know something about where the river Styx leads, or any other information. There's also NPCs that might be able to give you information on Avernus. You don't know that you have anyone with you that's going to Avernus that would know that. Rhea wants to go, but she's not necessarily an expert on the Hells. But you have that item. So that is another option for you to consult whenever you need information, because you will need information. So you take that book from her, and she sees the shield on your back. And she looks at it and she says, "Oh dear, did you find that shield down there in Van Thamper's cache of treasure as well?"
I say, yeah. I mean, yeah, pretty much. It was a little more ominous than that, but yeah, it was down there.
she says, I don't know much about this shield, although I know that the Hewn family has an order of the shield that's kept it for generations. I don't know the origin of the shield, but I'm sure that order is better. It's that we're better off with them not getting their shield back because they're not a good organization. So that's definitely good. I've heard a legend that some sort of powerful entity is trapped in the shield. I don't know if this is true or not. If you'd like to shirk the danger, I would be willing to keep the shield here and for further study in a safe environment. However, you found it, and so I wouldn't force you to give it up. But I don't get good feelings from that shield.
I say, no, I think I'm good. I mean, I totally trust you to keep it safe. I just, I kind of told off the Order of the Shield and told them that they did a shitty job of taking care of it, and that it was mine now. So, yeah, I don't want to put you in danger by trying to pawn it off on you. I'll protect it with my life, and if I die protecting it, then because I'm dead, so I won't really care. It'll be fine. But I'll take care of it though. We're kind of buddies. We're friends. Me and the shield.
She says, "Well, okay. I really think it needs to be locked away in extra-dimensional space, away from corruptible souls. But yeah, you seem to know what you're doing. So I just I warn you to be careful." And you hear just Raxlor hears a voice speak to him. "Thank you, my friend. Yes, take me with you to the 9 hells, and I swear to serve you faithfully as both a guide and an advisor. I will give you a great reward when we arrive in Avernus."
Can it read my mind, or do I have to speak out loud to it? Can I communicate telepathically?
Oh, that's a question. I don't know. How does that normally work?
Telepathy spells let you communicate back and forth, but I think it would have to be specifically written. But
it says it can communicate telepathically with any creature it can sense within so many feet. I don't think you can talk telepathically back to it. That's just a power it has.
Warlock has Awakened Mind that has the same. You can communicate telepathically with any creature.
Yeah, if you had a telepathic...
They changed that wording to you can telepathically speak to any creature. So I think that wording is supposed to mean one way, and they realized people were misinterpreting it, and they changed it. So I don't know if that specific ability has been changed or this specific item, but I don't think they intended it to be two-way, or it would specify.
Oh, I see. Because it says communicate telepathically, that implies that you could speak back to it. Yeah, I think we're going to do the telepathy one way. It can speak to one, or it can speak to multiple, but you have to speak back to it using your own means.
Okay, so I whisper to it. I say, "Yeah." Plus, you're gonna take a bunch of hits from me and stuff. I'm whispering because obviously no one else can hear it, but I'm like, yeah. Plus, I'm gonna hold you up, and things are gonna hit you instead of me. That's kind of my main goal.
I will do my best to protect you while I am in your service.
It's like a Roomba. There's this guy. I don't know if you guys know him, Michael. What's his? He's a YouTube guy, and he makes stupid programming and physical robots and stuff. Michael Reeves. Michael Reeves. Do you know Michael Reeves?
I do not.
Oh, okay. You should watch it. It's funny. Anyway, he made a Roomba that it drives around, and when it bumps into a wall, it goes. You're on stream, so it curses and yells, and it's like, "Why do I exist? I exist just for pain." That's my shield. I'm like, it's getting hit with stuff, and it's like, "Ow! Why did you design me to feel pain? A shield shouldn't feel pain."
Oh God!
um, she is going to ask you. She notices you talking to the shield, and she goes, "Oh, you're speaking to it. Is there a powerful entity trapped in it after all?"
I say, I don't know. It talks to me telepathically. I don't know if it's very powerful if it's trapped in a shield, but
did you find out who it is, or did it tell you who it is? Did it tell you its name?
Something like Sylvam, something like that.
Sylvam, huh? That's interesting.
Sylvam.
You, Raxlor, make a history check.
Nat 20, which is 19.
Okay. As you tell her the name of the shield, you actually recall from your studies of history that the shield of Sylvam was recovered 100 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, you just remember that. Silvira says, "Oh, okay. Well, anyway, just be careful. But then again, you are going to hell, so how careful can you be?" And now she's going to volunteer some information about how you can save Elturel, since that's what she wants you to do. She says,
real quick, when did Elturel get sucked into hell?
Right before the game started.
Okay, so it's recently. This wasn't 100 years ago.
2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely not.
I was like, seemed kind of suspicious that you specified 100 years ago. So anyway, she's going to tell us...
the shield of Sylvam was recovered 100 years ago. And it claims to be Sylvam, but now you're like, I'm pretty sure they found that shield. So anyway.
So this isn't that shield, though? What does that mean?
So this is a shield that has been protected and guarded for over 100 years by the Hune family that found it in the Fields of the Dead. And now you're remembering that the shield of Sylvam was recovered by some other people 100 years ago.
So this one's been in their protection for over 100 years, but then some other people also, some undescribed people, claimed to have found it 100 years ago, which is longer than this one has been protected.
Correct.
Who found it?
You don't remember all those details because this is kind of more of an obscure thing. But with a nat 20, you're positive that the shield of Sylvam is a separate object, or else because the stories don't line up. If this shield has been guarded by the Order of the Shield for 100 years, the Order of the Shield was not guarding the shield of Sylvam. Someone else found that.
Or the other people were lying.
Yeah, it's history, so you don't know. But that's what you recall from history is that the shield of Sylvam was recovered. It'd be kind of like if you found something, it's like, wow, that's the Shroud of Turin. And you're like, I'm pretty sure that was found and it's in a museum somewhere that's not here.
And it's a strange thing when I radiocarbon date it and isotopic date it, it says that it's only 400 years old, not 2000. How weird.
What? Jesus was 400 years ago. Well, that changes a lot.
Have it that way. That's Catholic math for you.
So that little nugget of knowledge. So now Silvira is going to tell you how you can save Elturel. She says that because the entire city is bound to the contract, that you would need to cancel the contract in some way. And the ways to cancel an infernal contract are either you can kill the devil that made the contract with you, but in this case that's Zariel, so that's not the easiest thing. In fact, I believe Zariel is the most powerful of all the archdevils. You'd think that the first layer is not going to have the strongest one, but her domain is kind of like battle, so she's actually a higher CR than any other archdevil. So that's not good. Another way that you can cancel a contract would be to combine so when an infernal contract is made, one copy is made that the devil keeps, and one copy is made that the person keeps. You have Thavius's contract, that you got from the puzzle box. So if you obtained Zariel's copy of the contract and then combine them by touching them together, they would destroy each other, and that would end the contract. However, she says that wouldn't necessarily like return Elturel, but it would release it from hell. So far those are your two ways of doing it. They don't seem very possible. The third way is that Zariel could voluntarily end the contract, which is also pretty much impossible. Her being evil, pretty much the only way you could possibly get her to end the contract voluntarily is if you redeemed her, and she transformed back into an angel. So you either redeem a fallen angel, kill a powerful archdevil, or somehow get a copy of her contract. But Silvira warns you that they don't just keep contracts in their pocket. They usually have them in some sort of extra dimensional space that only they can get to. So actually saving Elturel seems like it's going to be impossible, but those are the methods that you could use. Now, you're primarily being sent there to find and rescue the true Begi. So saving Elturel is something that people want you to do, but that's not necessarily your main thing. But so those are the three ways: kill Zariel, redeem Zariel, or get a hold of her contract and then combine them, which probably would piss off Zariel. So one way or another, you're going to have to figure out how to deal with the current ruler of Avernus.
All roads lead to kill Zariel, except for it's either kill or befriend, basically.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, she's...
Friend.
You could try. Not easy. Okay, and with that, is there anything else that you guys would like to communicate with Silvira? If not, she is ready to send you off to Traxagore. She tells you that because the magical wards in Candlekeep prevent teleportation, so she actually cannot teleport you. But she can send you to Traxagore. But is there anything else you guys wanted to do?
I think I'm done with everything I want to do.
I say, one last thing. I just want to try this while I'm here. I take my shield off and I lay it on the table, and I take a flask of holy water and I pour it into the middle of the shield, so it'll pool, so it's not going to go away, but it's still pouring out onto the shield.
Okay. You pour a little bit out, and it kind of sizzles and evaporates when it hits the shield.
Just like Mom used to make.
I don't like that.
Just a little bit of a sizzle.
The holy water just sizzles just a little bit.
I can take the shield off your hands for you. I'm not scared.
The shield tells you, it speaks to you, and it says, "Oh, sorry, I just haven't been feeling that well. That's why I need you to take me to Avernus."
I say, is there something you need to tell me while we're still on the material plane? I feel like we're friends. I feel like we've come a long way together, and I've vowed to protect you. But I feel like there's something you're holding back from. We need to, if we're going to continue this relationship, we need to have complete honesty. I'm fine with whatever, and no one else here can hear you. So I need you to tell me what is going on. And I take my mace and I set it down on the table a couple of feet away, and I say, look, it's just you and just me. No one interfering. I need you to tell me the truth, and I will base a decision off that. We have to go forward with honesty in this relationship.
Make a persuasion check.
Fuck. 5. No, 4. Wait, that's a 9. That's a 9. It's 7. 7.
Friend, I swear to you, take me to Avernus. I will protect you, guide you, and reward you. I am going to Avernus because I wish to be free from this shield. But for your kindness of bringing me, I swear that I shall reward you. I give you my solemn oath that I will reward you.
Even though I can't hear what the shield said, I pipe up and go, I believe it.
Did I get any sort of benefit after a long rest? Did I discover any abilities of the shield, or is it just a shield?
Yes. Okay. You did discover abilities of the shield. There's a lot, so I'm gonna give you kind of like an overview. Where are my items?
Because like, if it's a good shield, wait. So I ask it. I say, like, while you're looking that up or before or whatever, I say, wait. So if we get to Avernus, are you not going to be my shield anymore? Are you gonna like turn into a turn?
I'll stay with you, but I mean, I'm
as
hoping
a
to
shield.
Escape this. Well, I mean, I'm not a shield. I'm a celestial trapped in a shield. So yeah.
Well, yeah, but I need you. I need you to be, and I'm interrupting. I'm not interrupting you. I'm interrupting it. I need you to be a shield. Like, are you not going to be a shield when we get down there? I don't need another ally. I need a shield. Like,
no,
do I need to save you from the shield?
Once we get to Avernus, then I hope to find a way to escape the shield. But I will help you out all along the way.
So you're not going to, like, instantly turn into something. You're not going to instantly be free just for entering Avernus.
No, certainly not. If it were that easy. I wish it were that easy.
What did you say your name was?
Sylvam.
So
the Celestial.
And how long have you been trapped in the shield?
You know, I think instead you'd really like to hear about some of my abilities.
Yeah, I would actually. Go ahead.
I have 3 charges of Fireball. I can actually. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take that off because I want to actually try to communicate to you. It's a +2 magic shield, so +2 bonus to AC and resistance to fire damage. So +2 AC, resistance to fire damage. The shield has 3 charges. You can use an action to cast a spell with the charges. 1 charge for Fireball, 2 charges for Wall of Fire, and it regains all charges daily at dawn. It has True Sight out to a range of 120 feet. It can speak, read, and understand Common and Infernal. What else? During your turn, it can choose to radiate a dread of aura. No, aura of dread, which makes hostile creatures to you frightened. So you can tell.
Day?
Hold on.
It can just always do that?
Once per day, yes.
Okay, so it can choose to do it once per day.
Yes. It can choose once per day to radiate an aura of dread, which protects you because you are attuned to it. So, in fact, it does not appear to have any sort of detrimental curse. It is definitely a good, powerful magic item. At least, as far as using it goes.
Okay, I say, well, we'll continue this conversation later. For now, I think that you are too much of a benefit to pass up, and I'll regret that later. But for now, I'm not questioning what you're telling me, but we do need to talk about this later.
Hooray! Yeah, later. Cool. So check that box off.
And I'm changing my shield to +4, so.
Yes, +4 shield. Yeah, isn't that awesome? +4 shield.
Yeah. I pick up my Warhammer. and immediately start feeling pangs of conscience. To be clear, Zach, my mace, it has an ability that says if I make like a choice or a decision or something like that, or start contemplating like unsavory thoughts or contemplating bad actions or something, that it pangs my conscience like Jiminy Cricket. And so I pick it up. That's why I set it down. So I pick it up and instantly I'm just like, migraine.
I would literally never be pain free. I would like kill myself. I'd be like, I'm not even holding the Warhammer anymore. Why does it hurt this bad?
How do I snap
your browser history?
How do I snap everyone to like a certain location? Do I just have to drag, or is there like a better way to do that?
Go to it, right click, and then do snap player's position. There you go.
Oh, nice. Okay, sorry, I'm just getting the next.
An otter.
Okay, I'm not
You
putting
oughter
the
believe
characters
it.
there. I'm not going to drag your characters there one at a time. If you want to, you can, but you're not there yet. I'm going to narrate. So, okay, so with that, you leave Silvira. She waves you on your way. You see the Quasit Jezebel snarl at Lulu, and Lulu like kind of just smiles back, and she's like, "Nah, nah, nah, nah." And Fallister says, "Here, I'll show you to the Griffin Riders," and takes you up to a balcony of the tower, and there are some griffins there. Griffins, right? I think they're griffins. And you guys get on the griffins. No, probably like
Order Alliance.
yeah, like what? I actually can't remember.
Hippogriffs.
They are griffins. Yes, they are.
We called them hippogriffs because our first characters were night elves. We called them that pretty much the entire time we played. And it was like 8 or 10 years into the game, somebody pointed out and said, "Why do you call them hippogriffs?" We're like, "What do you mean? They're not?" "Oh my god, they're not. It's only at Teldrassil."
It's literally the only race, the only locations that has it.
Never really paid attention. We called them hippogriffs the whole time.
Wait, are they not?
So anything in only in the Night Elf area.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you soar over. Oh wait. Oh, here's a better Candlekeep. There we go. That's the picture.
Why didn't we just send the eagles to Mordor?
Well, because Gandalf died before he could tell everyone the plan.
Okay,
But
so
then he came back like 3 days later. It was all good.
So Silvira says the Griffins have instructions to fly you to Traxagor's tower. Don't worry, it's safe. Oh, sorry. Let me actually describe a crescent-shaped landing platform with a stunning view of the sea. Waiting for you atop this platform are several griffins with saddles, their handlers standing nearby. All right, so each of you mount a griffin, and the griffins take flight. They head out to sea, flying just below the clouds. Candlekeep looks no less majestic from the air, but grows smaller as the griffins soar westward. Large rocky islands pass below you, and beyond them lies the open sea. After a long journey, you see a windowless, doorless stone tower which somehow floats in the sky ahead. The griffins pass through jagged holes, riddling the tower's conical peak to land on the top floor below, which has a spiral staircase leading down. You guys all dismount the griffins, I'm assuming?
Yep, and descend the staircase.
Yeah.
All right, so you descend down the staircase. One level down, you see a cluttered chamber illuminated by various objects upon which continual flame spells have been cast. Scurrying around the room is an otter dressed in a tiny red cassock. The otter mumbles to itself.
Cute as crap.
Huh?
I bet that is cute as crap, like the cutest thing ever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here, actually. Hold on.
An otter in a red suit and top hat. I mean, like, I picture it kind of doing the da-da-da-da-da with like a little miniature cane.
Here, I'm going to give you...
It's the picture in tabletop.
Oh, yep. Hold on. I gotta...
Aww.
Is that not the cutest thing ever?
He's such a cute little guy.
Sorry for interrupting your description, but holy crap. You said an otter in red robes. So cute.
Yes. And so Trexigor looks at you and says, Oh, finally you've arrived. Oh, after so long. Did you find my tuning fork? I feel like it took you a year and a half.
I say, yeah, we've got it. Wait, did we know this guy?
Yes, you contacted me from Silvira's tower. She asked if I would bring you to Avernus, but I said I lost my tuning fork down in the catacombs, and Lulu went to chase after it, and you went to rescue her.
Oh, okay. I thought Elvira. I don't know. I got confused. But yeah, okay.
18 months ago.
Yeah, we got it.
There you go.
This is all in the same
Got
day,
it.
but in real life it took a year and a half.
It literally is almost less than 48 hours.
Oh,
So yeah, we've got it.
fantastic.
So you're coming with us, right? That was part of the plan, right?
Yeah, certainly. I have to. I can't really teleport. I can't cast plane shift and me stay here. Pretty sure.
Good. Okay.
Can
Definitely.
I
I'm gonna come with you.
have it right on my shoulder? Like another pet?
Yeah.
Or is that
hold
rude and
off on that
insult?
I mean, it's
Okay.
not an insult, but it's, let's maybe hold off on that for right
Okay.
now. Writing on each other. I gotta get to know you a little bit better before I start writing on you. Does anyone want to ask him why he's an otter? Or anything else?
I just figured
That
he
would
was.
be like insanely rude, though.
Yeah, that's inappropriate. You don't just ask someone why
Yeah.
they're an otter.
Exactly, but like asking the otter to ride on your shoulder.
You can't just ask someone why they're black. It's a quote.
And demonetized.
It's a quote from the movie.
Oh my god.
It's literally from Mean Girls.
I know.
Duh. Oh, goodbye monetization. He volunteers the information anyway. He goes, as he's kind of like rummaging and scurrying around on all fours, getting his stuff together. He's preparing to cast his spell. He climbs up your leg and reaches out to your arm and grabs the tuning fork and scurries back down. And as he's kind of rummaging around, he goes, "Well, I'm sure you're wondering why I'm an otter. You see, I'm really a wizened old man. Yes, of course, like many archmages, but some years ago I polymorphed an otter, and I much prefer this form to my original one."
You sure your wife didn't do it because she was pissed off like Sid in Final Fantasy IX?
Final Fantasy IX. No.
No? Okay.
No. Oh, wait, hold on. And I'm going to put Lulu up on the screen. Lulu! Lulu goes, "Oh, he's so cute!" And Trexigor says, "Thank you, and please keep your distance." Okay, everyone gather in a circle and hold hands as I begin to cast the spell. So you all circle up, and he holds up the tuning fork, and he flicks it with his little claws. And no, he reaches into his pocket, and he pulls out one of those rocks that they use to break clams.
Oh my god.
Oh!
And he uses that to hit the tuning fork, and he begins making the semantic gestures. And the material world grows more hazy as you fade away. Your bodies and souls tumbling through the celestial ether as you are transported into Avernus. And now it's movie time. It's only
Yay.
a minute. It's only a minute and a half. So I'm going to send you guys this thing. You can all watch it. Don't start it yet, but go ahead and get it pulled up and like kind of pause it if you can. And then once everyone has it ready, then I'm going to play the video on my stream. When the video is over, you guys will have arrived, and then I'll tell you what you see. Let me know when everyone has the link up. Okay, Zach has his.
Ready?
And Willow?
Ready.
Okay. So when I tell you, go ahead and watch the video. And then I'm going to start it on mine. And then when it's over, then I'll tell you guys what you see. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. And start the video.
Oh, sing a song of Elturel, of water, woods, and hill. The sun dawns on her ruddy cliffs and fields green and still. This land of long abiding joy, home of the strong and brave, renowned by all across the realms and never once a slave. Oh, sing a song of Elturel when foes are at her door, her fields torn by cloven feet from some infernal shore. Arise, the mighty Hell Riders, take up your swift, keen swords, then charge into the hellish fray and scatter devil hordes. Oh, sing a song of Elturel, and when the night does fall, sleep safe beneath companions' light until the dawn does call. We're bound by mortal covenant that only ends with death, and so we'll sing of Elturel until our final breath.
Creepy.
Oh, sing.
Cool.
So those words echo in your consciousness and visions fly through your mind's eye as you're transported. Now, if you'll give me just a moment on table plop, because I was kind of broadcasting, so I'm going to give you guys a new lock in just a moment.
A new what?
A new camera lock.
Oh, okay.
So give me just a second. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem for me. Okay, 1 second. Sorry, I couldn't exactly set this up because it's like, easily.
You're fine. We understand.
Okay. Now I'm gonna snap the camera, I think. It's just these maps. So many maps. Fallister did not go with you, by the way, but Rhea and Lulu both did. Oh, where's Lulu? Oh yeah, and the Tressum? You still have the Tressum if you want?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
How could I ever leave Happy behind?
Okay, I'm gonna snap now. Okay, and you guys can go ahead and move your characters there. Once you're all there, then I will start to describe like what you see and stuff.
Oh, I wonder where we arrive. Characters arrive here.
Yeah, this one is marked up. Some of this stuff is hard to get. Like some of it comes with resources. I could download the resource packs, but this kind of didn't. So I found two really good maps. One has no markers, but it's like colored for encounters that it suggests. And this one has marks, but it was like smaller resolution. So I just made it big. Whatever. I think this works.
What scale is this? Are those buildings?
Yes, those are buildings. This is like high level This is like zoomed
Okay.
way out. Kind of like what you were doing when we were walking through Barovia.
Yeah. Sorry, if we were playing in real life, what?
I would give you a map, but we don't. So, but it's actually kind of better because then instead of giving you the whole map at once, then you just have this. So, okay. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a picture, and then I'm going to describe some stuff. So this is from a comic, but essentially this is your party. Arrived in Elturel. Oh yeah. Oh, is there a way to like I guess if I do shoot. There's a sound effect thing that I'm looking for.
I'm sure it'll be completely worth it.
Probably. Oh. Oh darn. Hold on. Huh. Okay. Alright, I guess I'm just doing like screams and stuff. Oh, too bad.
Feels weird.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'll just describe it to you then. It's just some crackling and thunder and stuff like that, so. Oh yeah, there it is. No, this is good. Here you go. I'm just gonna send this to the group. You guys can do whatever you want. But that is the background sounds. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Let me turn it down a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's up to you guys. You don't have to play it. I'm playing it for the stream, but... Okay.
Oh, I think we have to play it.
So, you arrive in the street. The air is hot. All around you, buildings are crumbling. In the sky is hell. And above you, the transformed companion. The companion was a second sun, but here you do not see a sun. What you see... Oh, wait, hold on. Yes. A hot, stinging air assaults your senses. The city street in which you stand is lined with buildings that are crumbling, if not already collapsed. The ground shudders beneath your feet. In the red, smoky sky, a 400-foot diameter sphere of darkness discharges strokes of bluish-white lightning that strike the city at irregular intervals. That's the information. So you all arrive there. You notice Traxagor the Otter is looking a little nervous. And he mentions to you, oh, by the way, just letting you know, I can only cast Plane Shift once per day, so, yeah, I won't be getting us out of here anytime soon. Just letting you guys know. Lulu, is just in awe as she gazes around, and she says, I know I should be scared, but something feels strangely familiar. And then her eyes twinkle, and she says, oh, I can cast light. And she casts light on Rhea's sword. Rhea holds up her sword and begins looking at it. Lulu says, wait, there's something else. I remember something else. I'm recovering one of my memories. And she recovers a memory, and I'm marking down which memory it is. She says, "The Zariel I knew is gone, replaced by a devil with a halo of fire and vengeance. This is who I am," she told me. "When demons die, they cry out my name in terror." Those were Zariel's last words to me.
Aw.
Whoa.
She says, before I was with Zariel when she assembled her army of Hellriders to attack Avernus. Through the gate we went, tearing through devils like a song through the air. Victory was within our grasp until some of the Hellriders betrayed us. They retreated through the gate and sealed it behind them. Before she was captured, Zariel told me to hide her sword so that it wouldn't fall into evil hands. Someone helped me hide the sword, but I don't remember who it was. We found a place to hide it, but I don't remember where. I escaped Avernus, but I don't remember how. Most of my memory is still gone, and I don't remember why. At this, Rhea
So
is
there's
just... Yeah?
So Zariel's sword, I'm asking her, I said, so Zariel's sword is somewhere in Elturel, is what you're saying? Or just somewhere in Avernus?
Somewhere in Avernus. I doubt it's here in Elturel.
Okay. And she can't find it.
I don't remember where it is. I mean, I remember that I helped hide it, but all of those memories are eluding me. I can't remember who or where.
She doesn't have it.
Who?
Zariel?
Zariel does not have her sword, correct?
That's what I said, yeah. So, yeah,
Yep.
so Lulu hid it
Yes.
with someone else who probably knows where it is, but she doesn't remember who. And
Yes.
whoever it is, Zariel also doesn't know where it is, or she would have gotten it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, the important part is, before she was captured, Zariel told me to hide her sword so it wouldn't fall into evil hands. Before she was transformed.
Yeah. So now she's fallen, and she is evil, but
Yes.
she also can't get the sword now. So, okay. Good to know.
Exactly.
Yeah, let us know if you remember anything else of use, because that's useful information. But we'll work on getting your memories back, Lulu. Don't worry. I say, look, I can do that thing too, and I cast light on my warhammer.
She says, "Oh, I feel much better being with you guys. You're some really good friends. I know that we can help each other."
So yeah, I love you too, Spell Shield. I mean, Lulu.
Whoa. Mean.
So Rhea, meanwhile, is absolutely horrified, totally devastated. This is the only home she's known. Her ancestors grew up here. She's totally devoted to it, and here she is. Knowing that the people are not simply destroyed, but suffering here in hell. The entire population, 30,000 people, or, who's ever left of them. And even when they do die, they'll be turned into devils. So this is an absolute tragedy. And as she takes in this scene, she falls to her knees and just, silently sobs, tears streaming down her cheeks. And she's, just totally entranced by this horror. Breaking the silence is slow laughter coming from your shield, Jake. It begins laughing at you. And it goes like this.
Oh no.
Yes. Thank you for your help. Help indeed. Now, I shall reward you. Yes. The reward will be I shall spare your lives. Yes, I will.
thanks.
I shall spare your. I am a being of my word. Yes, but I will spare your life. For you see, I am not the celestial Sylvam.
Oh wow! I never saw that coming.
Wait. Oh shit!
Yeah,
I'm doing the
never
wrong thing.
saw
Hold on. I was turning on the wrong thing. You guys, is it just normal voice that you guys hear?
I haven't
Yeah,
heard.
just
I haven't heard a voice from you yet tonight.
Ah, damn it! I've been doing the wrong thing. Hold on. Let me role play this again because actually I was
Story of my life.
Stupid voice mod, but that's okay because this is the good one. Okay, so hold on. Yeah, so I'm wondering. I'm realizing why you guys could understand what I was saying because I wasn't doing any voices.
Yeah.
when I do the
I like it that
voices, I don't really get much of an indication. And voice mod, like seriously, once a week it updates and totally reinstalls itself. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. But that's okay because this is the payoff. Yes, thank you for your help. Now I shall give you your reward. For you see, I am not the celestial Sylvam, but instead I am
the devil Valra! Ha ha ha! 10th Lord!
Oh, that's.
Yes, Valra! The 10th Lord of the Pit! The Lost Lord! The Hidden Lord! The Lord who watches! The outcast! The exile! The rightful Lord of all! And now I shall make my escape! No! What? I thought escaping would be easy once I got here! This is terrible! I'm so depressed!
Oh my god.
So we're still friends, right?
I just almost spit my drink out. Barely held it in.
I mean, I'm still cool. You're still cool, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna store on the shield and give it away.
I kind of thought that I could escape once I got here, but that's not working for some reason. Hey, I did honor my promise not to kill you. I said you would be rewarded, I was totally gonna let you live. Could I stay with you guys while I figure out how to escape here? No, listen, I'll keep helping you. I promise, I will not kill you, and after I conquer the multiverse, I will enslave you last. And plus, I'll still give you my guidance and my power. Come on, like you said, we're friends, right?
I did tell you. I said that I would bring you down here and help you find a way to escape. Like there wasn't a conditional on that. I mean,
the only thing I lied about, if you think about it, is my name. And what is a name?
I mean, and you did say that if you come down here, you wouldn't escape automatically, and you didn't. So, you really haven't told us anything.
I kind of thought that it was gonna work,
but it didn't. So that's the important thing. It didn't, and so you technically kept your word. Like if I say I promise not to kill you, and I pull out a gun and pull the trigger, and it doesn't go off, technically, I kept my promise. So you're still a really good shield. You could be Beelzebub for all I care. You're a +2 shield. So yeah, you're welcome to tag along with us.
Oh, thanks, Brenda. I really appreciate that. By the way, sorry about the whole laughing thing. I was just really excited. I didn't mean anything bad by it, but yeah, that's great. Hey, it's been a while since I've been here, but I'm still willing to help you out, show you around and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. No, for sure.
Jake, you feel a shaking in your pocket. The lamp of Biggie is vibrating.
I slap my pocket, knock it down.
It's like a cell phone. Bzz, bzz.
It's like your phone's vibrating, but hitting it's not gonna do anything. If it continues vibrating, then I take it out.
It continues vibrating.
I take it out and I look at it.
it kind of rumbles out of your hand and falls to the ground, and a bluish green smoke kind of swirls out of it, and it forms into the Big E homunculus that you guys haven't talked to in like a year. I mean, real life, in the game it's just like a day.
It's actually been longer than that with real Big E too.
Yeah.
And he's just like staring at you guys, and he's kind of like got a glare on his face, and he's like, "You forget anything? Like why we came here? Weren't you supposed to call me so I can tell you where to go?"
Oh, were we? I thought you didn't know where to go. I thought we were just. I don't know. Were you gonna guide us?
I know where the true Big E is. I can point you right to him.
Guess.
That was the whole reason I came with you guys, is to show you where Big E was.
I did not forget that we were supposed to do that.
I knew we were
Don't
here
care
to
if you
save
do.
you. I just didn't know you knew where it was. So yeah, I mean, go ahead. You're here now. Show us. I mean, I've got this cool shield. He seems to know where some stuff is too. But yeah, you're right. Let's go save Big E, or at least try to.
Okay, great. He's right there. And he points up at the sky.
I look up at the sky. Is he pointing to the companion?
Yes.
Oh shit! I say, like, in there.
Yeah? The solar incendiator.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of high right now, but at least it's easy to find.
I was just going to show you where it is. I don't know what you're supposed to do, but there it is.
I mean, that's helpful. Like, now we know where we gotta go. I mean, we can't get there right now, but it's like we know where it is. That's good.
Yeah, also, plus all the lightning, spewing off of it is probably kind of dangerous.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's like when you're like when you're planning a trip and you look at it on Google Maps and you're like, okay, that's easy. Look, here it is right there. And then you look at how far it is and you're like, oh, we gotta, get an airplane and get a car and drive there. But it's really easy to go look at it.
Shortcut around Utah, and you get trapped in the mountains in the winter, and you're running low on food.
But you can see it on Google Maps, so it's easy. So yeah, we know we have a giant beacon. We'll never lose it. We'll never be like, oh crap, where were we supposed to go? We know exactly. It's right there. It's that thing right there.
Figure out how to get
some
there.
Lightning resistance. Hey, I can actually cast fly, and I can't cast fly. I can cast energy absorption, and someone can cast fly, and we can just zip right up there. But maybe not.
Well, that seems like cutting out part of the story.
Step one, energy resistance. Step 2, fly. Step 3, question mark. Step 4, rescue Big E.
You hear an... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, that was it.
Another voice speaks to you.
I know the solar incendiator.
Oh.
Who said that? Who said that? And Big E's looking around.
This is my friend, Valrog. He told us his name was something else, but he's Valrog, actually.
Hello, nice to meet you.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like that shield. You keep it away from me.
Hansberger.
Keep it away from me. I don't like that shield. Okay.
Well, I mean, he's kind of part of our party, and you're not. So you're gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, whatever. I'm going back in my lamp. You guys call me if you need me. Let me know if you ever break open that fucking sun thing or whatever. Good freaking luck with that. And he whisks back down into his lamp.
Oh man, what was he all freaking out about?
Oh, he's just kind of pissy right now. I guess he's trapped in a lamp. I guess technically he's trapped up there, and I point to the thing. I'm like, so, yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
But,
I'll tell you this: if you somehow need to open that prison, there's only one place in all of Avernus that thing could have been crafted, and that's in the Forge of Bel, the Archdevil.
So we've got to go there to do what?
I don't know what you're doing, but it was crafted there. necessarily going to be very helpful. He's pretty evil, but that's where it was created. I mean, I'm just trying to help you guys out. I don't know everything.
I mean, you should. You're the 10th Archdevil of Avernus. You don't know how to break into the thing? Whatever.
It's been a very, very long time since I've been down here. I've been exiled to the material plane for thousands and thousands of years, so it's been a very long time. Okay, I'm just gonna level with you guys. All of the other devils in all of the 9 hells really don't like me. Like, I used to be friends with Beharit back when he was the ruler of the 9 hells, but when Asmodeus slayed him, I kind of fell out of favor, so long story short, I ended up on the material plane, and anyway, blah blah blah, here I am.
Well, I guess we'll learn together then.
Yeah, sure, whatever I can do to help you guys. Yeah, I was best friends with the leader of the hells, and he died, and the new leadership didn't like me, so they kicked me out.
Yeah, kind of suck. I know how you feel. I can relate.
Okay. Yes?
No, go ahead.
Okay. I'm not going to dump lore, but I do have reams of backstory for Valrog. But there's just a couple of things that I want to tell you. One, I named him Valrog. The character is real.
Okay.
I read through the whole book multiple times because I wanted to put Valrog in the game, and I'm like, who could he be? And I realized he has to be the Devil in the Shield, because the Devil in the Shield is named Gargoth. And so I researched it, and I had to go back to Dragon Magazine in the 1980s to get this lore on Gargoth. But he is the 10th Lord. He's the exiled Archdevil, and his legit lore is that when Lucifer, also known as Beharit, was the leader of the Hells, Gargoth was like his best friend, like second in command. But then a bunch of stuff happened. Asmodeus takes over, and he stayed around as like the treasurer for a while. But he actually tried to overthrow Asmodeus, and so they're like, you know what, screw you, and they banished him to the material plane. He ended up killing the demon Astaroth, so he is also known as Astaroth. And he gained all of the worshippers of Astaroth, and he's been trying to, like, accrue a following on the material plane to gain power. Plus other stuff. I mean, I'm not going to dump everything, but that's Gargoth. And I'm like, dude, that would totally be Valrog. So he's like an incredibly powerful devil, but he holds no rank because he's been exiled because he was friends with Satan. But then Satan was killed. So he's like, oh, that was my only friend, Satan. Because of course Valrog would be best friends with Satan. It's just awesome. But in this game, I will call him the Shield of Valrog because that's a lot funnier, and plus that just fits perfectly. It has to be him. He's exiled, no one else likes him. He's still incredibly powerful, but he's also trapped in this shield. So it's like you literally get to have an Archdevil level of power of being with you, and it's just trapped in the shield. But that explains all the magic in the shield, because that's a lot.
Yeah.
And suddenly you hear crashing sounds in the distance. You see, on a distant bluff, you see a large castle-like structure, and there are meteors crashing into it. And at that point, the ground begins to shake. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
The entire city lurches from side to side, resulting in a large earthquake. Loose objects fall off of buildings, rubble clatters to the ground, the nearby buildings are damaged further, new cracks form the ground in the streets, and everyone's dexterity saving throw, please.
Raxlor is 15.
15
You succeed.
Also.
Succeed. Succeed means that you keep your balance.
Oh.
Zoe, did you make your saving throw? Zoe? You guys can hear me, right?
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah, we
talking
can
to
hear
Amanda. I rolled a 15.
Problem. Cool. So
Yeah,
you made it as
she's-
well.
Yeah, there's a thing. So the Roku remote's missing.
Oh, yeah.
She's not happy.
Hey, did you know that you can download a Roku app on your phone and it works as a remote?
Yes. However, anytime your router resets, if it doesn't get the exact same internal IP as it had before, you have to reprogram it every single time. We've used that in the past before. And every once in a while, all of a sudden, it will just stop working. You can't get it to do work for a while, and then there'll be an update and it starts working again.
You can't set it as a static IP?
Probably, but still, I've had the app just stop working before. I even get the plugin in Firefox and add-on in Chrome, and it would do the same things. They would stop working at the same time. But yeah,
that sucks. Yeah, I've done that before. It probably ends up being easier to just buy another Roku remote. But yeah, I figured I'd mention the app. I've used it as a emergency before.
I appreciate that. It probably would work this time, but yeah, we've had problems with it in the past.
Yeah, sorry. Well, we're wrapping up. You guys are here. There's a few more kind of stuff, but we'll wrap up soon. So yes, you all keep your feet from the earthquake, and now as you get your bearings through gaps in the buildings in the distant sky, you see fiends swarming around in the air, swooping here and there. To the south, you see a hellish black armor, demonic-looking knight riding a demonic, black, wispy, undead-looking horse. Does not look like a regular horse. And it soars over the buildings, stabbing a flying demon in the air, like spearing it before it swoops back down into the streets. Now that was a kind of far away, but that's the chaos you're seeing here. The demon, by the way, is kind of like a black, vulture-y looking sort of demon.
So there's a demon and a devil, and the devil stabs a demon?
Correct.
Okay.
If you make a religion check, you might know what those creatures are.
I can do a religion check, just that.
Not me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trained in religion, I think.
I will gladly attempt any religion check that is offered to me, and I will also not succeed.
Ooh, no, that's my other character that's trained in religion. This is going to hurt, but I'll try it. 12.
You can't tell what the knight is, although it seems very powerful. In fact, Lulu tells you that it's very powerful and stay away from it. The other creature you can tell is a lower level demon called a Vrock.
Okay.
A Brock?
With a V?
V like Victor, R-O-C-K. They're demons.
Got it. Thank you.
Sure. An explosion to the east, distantly. There's a huge cloud of smoke. The city is on fire. Like just explosions and fires, burning fires, new fires, meteors crashing, earthquakes. This is a dangerous place. Traxagor looks at you and says, "Don't worry, I'm a powerful archmage. Just stick with me, and I will protect us." But he seems a little unsure in his words.
I say, you're about to get hit with a meteor in the head during this cutscene, and you're not going to be helping anyone. It's like one of those 30-minute cutscenes, and then bonk. Oh no.
Yes, cutscene is over. You hear a woman's voice screaming from around the corner. Each of you declare one thing that you're doing in response.
I go towards the woman's voice.
Okay,
with my shield, with my Valrog worn and my Warhammer drawn, and I'm renaming the shield to Valrog.
I want to chase after two to go find out if the woman's okay or if she needs, comfort.
Okay.
I'm
Do you guys?
going to
Yes.
be along with them. I'm gonna go along with them to hope I can save whoever's screaming in agony.
Happy
Okay.
wants to come along too.
Okay. Okay. Does anyone use any actions? Are you dashing? Do you cast any spells? Are you doing anything other than just moving towards the noise?
Nope.
No, I'm
Okay,
not doing
like-
I
anything.
wouldn't know what to do.
Like, this would be a moment where you could cast mage armor, for instance. It's
Yeah,
like
I don't have anything that I'd want to cast without knowing what I'm up against.
Yeah, I didn't know if, just giving you guys the option to react to the scream. So you're moving towards it, but if you were, at this point, if you're a wizard and you wanted to cast mage armor because you hadn't cast it yet, if there's anything that anyone has not, that needs to do, then you could do that now. All right,
I could have
otherwise
sworn that I have mage, and I'm not finding it on my character sheet now.
Had what?
I could have sworn that I had mage armor, but I can't seem to find it on my character sheet.
I think it's an ability. Like Eldritch Invocation.
Yep, I've got it. So yeah, I've got mage armor on. It's an at will.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So you cast mage armor on yourself, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Are you wearing leather armor, or is it taken off?
I'm not wearing leather armor anymore. That was a screw up on my character sheet.
Okay, cool.
I
So
am just
you are
regular old clothes.
awesome, unarmored with mage armor, and you've got your AC. Which is, actually, I'm gonna look. It's here too. It's your AC is. Where's it on Jake's sheet? AC.
Top right.
Top right. Combat. 16 with mage armor. Awesome. Cool. All right. And now, from around the corner, you see a woman with 2 young toddlers running for her life around the corner toward you guys. She's grasped the toddlers by their hands, and they're running as fast as they can, but she's like almost dragging them, like just running for their lives. What do you do? Anything?
Run in the same direction.
Yeah, yelling, "Hey, wait! Slow down. We can help you."
No, just fleeing from whatever she's also fleeing from.
Oh, I was gonna try and get her to slow down so we could find out what's wrong.
I mean, there's probably something chasing her.
But there's chaos all around. She could just be running from herself,
Guess we'll find out.
She sees you guys ahead, and she shouts at you, and she goes, "Please save me! Help my children! Help us!" And then around
Stop
the corner,
running around in circles, Barcy.
from behind her, with a little bit of a distance, but not enough to be comfortable, come 3 bearded devils.
Ooh.
And they're laughing, and they're prancing, and they're spinning their glaives, and they're licking their lips, and they're drooling, and they're ferocious, and they're charging straight towards this woman alone with her 2 toddler children.
I mean, don't let me get in your way. Who am I to impede someone's place of business?
At that point, Traxigor looks up at you guys and says, "Sorry, you're on your own!" And then in a blink, he's disappeared.
Bitch. I can only cast plane shift once, and then he casts something else.
Roll an Arcana check. Maybe you can figure out what he did.
And waste a good Arcana check on this. 11.
Yeah, so he must not have plane shifted, but he didn't turn invisible. He's like, there's no trace of him. Anyone else want an Arcana check to figure out how Traxigor escaped?
Sure, I'd like to.
Too.
Just give me that result.
8.
Wait, how much? 19? 19?
Yep.
Yeah, don't.
Awesome.
I got a 7.
Oh, you. How much?
I got a 7, so don't worry about me.
Awesome. Well, Willow met the DC, or I should say, Scree met the DC. Scree, you know exactly how he escaped. He must have used Time Stop, and then used Fly to get the hell out of there. So he is long gone before the Time Stop ends. So effectively, he teleported away because he froze everything except for himself, flew as far away as he could possibly get before the Time Stop ended, and Time Stop lasts for a long time. So he cast
a 9th level spell to zip away from us instead of helping us kill these creatures. What a loser!
Yeah.
Do we know Bearded Devil's resistance is?
He has no interest in saving Elturel or picking sides in the Blood War. He is going to go find a place to hide until his plane shift refreshes, and not with you guys.
Do we ever figure out Bearded Devil's resistances?
Did you? Well, you've got that book, but it takes 10 minutes, so give me a religion check. And then we're gonna. Oh, cool. So I'll give you some good info.
What's their resistance to fire? Specifically,
they are immune to fire.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Yeah, they are immune to fire and poison. I'll give you their resistances and immunities for 17. I'll just give you all of them, but I'm not going to tell you every single little thing about it. They're resistant to cold. They're immune to fire and poison. They are immune to being poisoned, and they can only be, or they're resistant to non-silvered, non-magical attacks. So silver does full damage, magic weapons do full damage, regular weapons do half damage, cold does half damage, and then immune to fire and poison. Oh, I know, your cool shield. Wall of fire.
I was gonna just blast them with fireball.
Oh yeah.
Like they're coming at us. I was gonna go boom. But fine, we're killing the old-fashioned way.
Cool. And I think that we could leave it there since we're about to start a battle that is probably not going to be fast. So cool. Cliffhanger,
right.
To be continued. So in 2 weeks, you will be able to pick right back up where you are basically between this fleeing woman and these devils. And 3, you guys already fought one bearded devil. Like, it's 3, that you can see. But, that's not too bad. But, yeah, you got a couple weeks to think about it. And then when we come back, I've already done good work in Elturel, but now I know exactly where you guys are, so I know what I can focus on. I'll get, the maps all cleared out and get that ready for next week.
Alright,
Awesome.
Sounds good. We finally made it.
Yes,
you
you finally made it home.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, Zach. See you next time. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. So to be continued in 2 weeks. We find out what happens to the party in hell. So thanks for watching.